Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Because I don't hear
Yeah.
anything. I need to fix this thing now. But you guys can talk. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear it.
We can hear you, but there's a lot of noise.
Some issues.
Okay, perfect. Now it's perfect.
Yes, we are there, yeah?
Yep.
So let's see what's going on here. We have Red Dawn, Saif, Florence, and Nathan and his truck. So it's gonna be a bit noisy today in the live, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So how's it
to exit
going?
the freeway to do this, Larry. Okay, you were
Oh,
going a
oh
little slow.
shit! I'm scared now. I'm
No,
scared.
no. It's because I can't pick up my phone, so I had to make sure I got stopped at a red light so I can hit the link.
So, okay. So you're making sure you're gonna be like focus what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Safety
So
first, Larry. Always.
yeah, man. So thanks for Joel, Mustafa, and Christian for coming in. 3 people at the moment. So guys, bear in mind, no one is listening to you at the moment.
So
So
that's
keep the
perfect.
good stuff. Keep the good stuff at the end, or when people are tuning in. Let's give the people some time. How you guys doing? How you feeling? And anyone losing like their mind? How's
No,
No,
the
no,
Detroit bit?
no
no.
way.
I
We're
mean,
good.
for me,
We're
I'm
good.
absolutely happy. I'm absolutely positive. You know, the Milan world is a blessing, to be honest. We are the best team in the world. What's his name? Vladic. I forgot how to spell his name. Is the best young striker in the world, and I'm happy.
Man, they're all the same name. They finish with each, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
just put something in front and it's fine. You're not gonna get it wrong.
It's like
Yeah.
Krunic, Modric.
Yeah.
Who cares, man? Who cares? It's the same.
Laertic, Bredzonic, Natanic.
Yeah.
Just put an E. Seific. Put an E at the end.
Yeah.
Roic.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I think we have a decent amount of people to start and go crazy. So, first of all, Nathan, do you want to start? Do you want to give your opinion about what's going on recently with this transfer market? Are you upset? Are you
Uh,
happy? Are you cool? Give me your
I
feelings.
mean, I this is what I expect. Okay, me and Red John and a couple others, Anwar, Saeed, we've been saying this for a long time about how this team operates, and we, as always, just continue to miss our primary targets. Like, I'm not surprised, and we replace our primary target with a no name. That's what we do. So
Okay. Uh, how do you know who is our primary target, by the way? I don't
The
know.
best striker on the league for the team that is trying to win the league should be the primary target, especially if that team needs a striker most of everything else. So I hope Vlahovic was our target. I hope we even discussed Vlahovic, because if we are at that point that we don't even mention good players or players that would cost more than our usual 5 million fee, then it's even worse than I thought.
Uh,
and Larry, I told you as well that if we don't get any other position, I want a forward as well. I was with you with that as well. Like, I want a winger, blah 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 blah. But if that didn't happen, I said we need to get a forward, and our primary forward is no longer available. So I'm interested to see who the actual primary target is going to be now in the summer.
We are yet to get
Because
a center
now,
back, okay? We are yet to get a center back. Forget the forward.
you're
come
right.
on, guys. Come on, guys.
We need to have at least 15 center backs and about 30 left and right backs.
listen, don't start with this thing now because the center forward is coming. We don't need it for the next. We don't need it for the next 3 months. We need it next season because Romagnoli is leaving, and we need a guy that comes instead of Romagnoli, and that is gonna be Botman. So this guy here is gonna play for Juventus in 2 weeks.
Well,
Against
who do you
who?
want now?
Who I want? Okay, I want a guy.
No, but do you have a
that is young.
name? Do you have a name?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna count the names. But you know what? First of all, let me hear about from Saif and Florent what they think about this situation, the Vlahovic thing. What's going on here?
Honestly, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Juventus,
Please.
even when because Juventus, even when they're in the shit, they always have the pull to get the best players in the world. And
Sorry.
it was written in the stars that a guy like Vlahovic would join them. Of course, he wouldn't join Milan. Like, of course, that wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
I'll
So,
be honest with
yeah.
you. I'll be honest with you. The only thing that surprised me was the fact that Juventus made the move in January. That's
I'm
the
not
thing that
surprised.
surprised me. Well,
Well,
but listen to me, Nathan, 1 second.
Yeah.
You cannot say I'm not surprised after fighting with me for 2 hours in another live saying Fiorentina is never going to get rid of him in January. You and Anwar, by the way. You cannot
No,
say that, man.
Not for
And because
40
people
million,
were
though.
there, they were watching that live. You
No,
cannot say
but Larry,
that you're not
Larry,
surprised.
if the right price comes in, it's not going to be surprising.
But that's what I was saying that live, man. But anyway, let me hear Saif because we're going out of the topic. Finish, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Juventus is of course a serious team. They were in serious need of a goal scorer, someone who would finish. They've been struggling this season, and they got the best young striker in the world. The only thing I can do as a Milan fan, just applaud them for it. And they're sure gonna make.
Yes,
I
agree.
come on,
I
come on,
agree
come on.
100%. 100%, I agree.
Shut up.
Listen,
Who is
Lart,
talking? Is it Roy talking or is it Red John?
Lart, no, listen,
I didn't
Lart, let's get one thing straight. In the Arab world, many people can tell you hating Juve for us is a special thing. For us, hating Juve is 1,000 times more than Inter, believe me. But you also have to be objective and realistic. And as a football fan, you have to applaud them for it. They just got the best young striker in the world.
But I'm not applauding them. I'm not applauding them. Buying something is not something impressive in my opinion. Buying a player is not impressive in my opinion. First of all, I would applaud them the moment they bought Ronaldo. That was a badass move. 100 million. They bought the one of the biggest, the most famous player in the planet. The guy that scores 1 goal a game. That was the stat. I would applaud them for that. They were paying him 60 million a year. So that was a brave and crazy move. But Vlahovic, oh come on, man! It's not nothing we haven't seen before. We've seen things like this before, from Juventus, from Inter, from Milan. It's not like something new.
Well,
I'm
I
not
know
applauding
is
them. I'm not applauding.
No, I am applauding because what I know is because every day, including me, but most Milan fans were wetting their pants. Even thinking about the possibility of Vlahovic joining Milan. Oh, if this happens, I'm gonna love Maldini forever. But when Juventus does it, oh fuck Juventus, it's not impressive. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Seriously.
I agree 100%. And it's not just that. And I'm sorry for interrupting you, man. It's not just that. It's the fact. Like I envy Juventus ownership so much, man. I cannot describe it. Like fucking hell, it makes me so angry. It's the fact that Juventus spent. For Keane, for a shit player, 38 million in the summer by getting him on a 2-year loan with obligation to buy. They got Morata 20 million on loan from Atletico Madrid. Look at this. Now they are not working, and Juventus is like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going and buy the best striker in the league. Now this is some balls, man. Like you cannot applaud them if you don't want to. But this is a serious team, bro. This is a serious team. This is how I hope Milan is.
Rajam, that sounds like wasting money for no reason. And
exactly.
and
I'm
applauding
guys. Teams that win waste money, man. This is how it works. Man City has wasted money. Real Madrid has wasted money. You waste money in order to get the best player, dude. The way we do it, you don't win anything. You don't waste money, but you don't win anything.
Well, let's see how much
Yeah,
Juventus is gonna
just-
win. Let's see
It's
how much Juventus is gonna win.
All,
overreacting.
all,
How many
all
Champions League finals Juventus is gonna lose this time? Let's see.
I don't know. We will see. All I know is that if I'm a Milan player right now, or even a Juventus player who wants to leave, looks at Juventus and he is like, okay, dude, I will do anything possible to stay here because this team is going to win again in the next 10 years, man. This is not a team that is going to stay there crumbling and crying about their finances like we are. And just to add one last point before I stop talking, is the fact that we have been laughing and saying that Juventus is broke for almost 2 years now. 2 years, every Milan fan, but look at our balance sheet. The balance sheet, we halved it in 1 year, yada, yada, yada. Juventus is 350 million minus. Juventus has has to pay 3 times the salaries that we have to pay. Yada, yada, yada. Juventus has no money, and in the end, it's us buying a 5 million player, and Juventus going and buying the best player in the league. I'm not even...
Okay, but John,
They borrowed that money. That money was borrowed.
That's it.
That's borrowed. Anyway, they bought the biggest striker in the league, whatever. But John, fucking hell, man. You're going all in from the beginning, and it's so easy to stop you because... they bought the striker, but they still have like Rugani, they still have dead Chiellini, they still have Bonucci, big mouth, they still have like a joke of a midfield, they still have Grandpa Quadrado and Sandro playing on the wings. So fuck off, man. What they bought basically? What they bought? Why should I envy them?
They bought the player that 1 month ago you were saying, I don't want to buy any other player. I just want Vlahovic.
But we have the other John. We have the other 10. We have the other 10.
That guy.
We have the other 10. Red John. We have the other 10. They don't have the other 10. So basically, he's a homeless guy that is driving a Ferrari at the moment. Football speaking, he's a homeless guy that is driving a Ferrari.
Again, you have to understand.
In my eyes.
I get it. You have to understand the concept. Here, what I envy to Juventus is not Quadrado. It's the concept of the ownership. The concept of the ownership is this one. You go and you get the best guy. You don't settle for the second, the third, or the fourth best, right? And this is what I envy. You say that they don't have the best midfield. I have no reason to believe that next summer they won't spend another 100 million to get Pogba, to get Zakaria, to get all the necessary players. And this is something that I don't see us doing. And
John, Juventus and Agnelli have been doing this project for it's 12 years now into this project with a new stadium. They're so forward than Milan is. So, like, why? It's just the way it is. You cannot complain about it. It's just the way it is. Milan has to get there. You have to be patient for Milan to get there.
It's not, John. I believe it's not badass to do something like that in a league where no one owns a stadium and everyone is basically doing nothing to stop you. That is not badass. It's easy. They have the biggest revenues because Ronaldo and because the 10 years in Champions League in a row. I can add you other motivation. I can add you the fact that when the guy that is running UEFA was best friends with Agnelli before Agnelli stabbed him in the back. So I'm supposing maybe before, I don't know how many favors he got from the UEFA guy. So they are more forward in their project. I'm not. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's guys, true. But they didn't do anything badass. I don't see anything sorry, guys, big they did.
Larry, it was you that sent me on WhatsApp in the group how much Juventus does on revenue because of the stadium. It's 47 million, man. Milan
No, it's not that. It's not that, John. It's not the money that the stadium brings. The stadium is a property. Yes. As a person, I can make $2,000 a month. But if I own my house, I can borrow any money I want, and I can actually overspend what I have already own my house. So I can do what. But if I'm living on rent, and I don't make any money, and I make $2,000, I cannot overspend because if I overspend, I'm under a bridge.
I understand that, but then that's not in line with our problem. Our problem is not liquidity, man. Our problem is the fact that, in my eyes, the ownership is not winning. In other words, the ownership is not here to win in the sportive
No,
sense. And I've said
no,
this
because of
again and again and again.
no, because the ownership is been there for just 2 years and a half, man. 2 years and a half.
I don't
and these 2 years
understand
and
why
a-
that's so hard to understand. It's like it's
Exactly,
a new
2 years and a half.
program. They're building. We're still in the beginning stages of this build. I mean, it's we can't change that. You
Be-
either fight it or you
guys,
just
Because
accept it.
Roy,
Guys,
because
guys,
I have
Steve
seen
wants
this.
to talk.
guys,
Listen.
guys,
No,
I'm
Steve
gonna
wants
ask
to
you
talk.
something.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, to interrupt. Guys, I'm gonna ask you something, okay? What is the mistake that we have done last season in January? You tell me what's the mistake that almost cost us the Champions League qualification.
What do you mean?
We didn't sign any capable striker, and we are doing the same here.
But
Fiorentina is getting Arthur Cabral from Basel or whatever for 15 million. Forget
yeah,
Vlahovic, forget these fucking names. We are not even talking about these kind of names,
but
15, 20, that could help us in the season. You see my problem here? We're not solving any of the problems so far.
Well, you could argue that Giroud is an extra striker that we have this year and that we didn't have that year. So you can make some arguments. But first of all, the transfer market is not over yet, guys. It's not over. So
no,
there's-
but
Uh,
my argument is simple, man. We finished top 4 last season, so your argument doesn't exist.
we finished second.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay, we
So
finished. We finished.
I'm
We
sorry.
left it till
I'm
the.
sorry.
Oh, sorry, if we had if we had a capable other capable striker last season, should he have struggled like we have done last season? We could have finished top 4 easily.
I
We're
don't
doing
know,
the
man.
same
I don't know.
shit now.
I don't know. I really don't know, man. But your point doesn't exist because we finished top 4. We finished second. And actually, the ownership
At what
of
cost?
no cost at all. No cost at all. Mansour is 0. Mate, 500,000. He's gone already. Zero cost. Zero cost.
You're
We
missing
finished
my
second.
point. You're missing
I
my
think,
point.
and
No, you're
also,
missing
no.
my point.
and
You're
also,
missing my point.
listen. Let's be honest about something. When did Tomori come to Milan? Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't
In
it
January.
was it in January? So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomori is
The
probably
long term. Yeah. Sorry, Roy.
no. Tomori helped us get to that Champions League. He's, I mean, can you argue that that he helped us get to top 4?
Again, defending was not the problem then. If at that
That's
time we were leaving
yeah.
Man,
goals
but
like a
all
fucking
the
broken
fans,
faucet,
Nathan,
then-
all the fans were crying that Romagnoli wasn't good enough at that point.
Yeah.
And it was true. Tomori
but-
came in, and the management was looking for a defender that was fast, that was physical, that gave that impact to the game. And they found Tomori, who was most likely one of the best signings that we've done in decades. That was January.
And by the way, that was a long-term signing, looking at the future. I'll do this signing because this signing is going to be useful for the
Yes.
season after. I'll do Mandzukic and Mete because I
But-
need them for the next 6 months.
And
Now,
this is why
AC
I
Milan is
and,
not-
and this
but
is
if there
why
is
I
no- yeah.
yeah, and
Go.
this is why I said a striker. I didn't mention any of the defense. If we don't get Botman or a defender, I'm like okay with it. But not getting
Okay.
an attacking player till now, it's
Okay.
embarrassing. Seriously.
Okay. Say if you mention a guy that is coming from Basel, what is his name?
I think I'm not sure about, but his name is Arthur Cabral to
Yeah,
replace
Cabral.
Vlahovic.
So is this Cabral is gonna help us to win the league for sure? You put him there and we win the league.
I never said that he's gonna help us win
No,
the
no,
league for
exactly.
sure because
So-
the league's already
so-
lost.
No, exactly. So short term is not gonna do anything to help us in a short
Well, he's
term.
23.
Because-
He's young. He can become a great striker. So
But
why not
maybe
take the
they-
chance on him?
because they've done their decisions and they think he's not good enough. He's not has the potential of the striker they're looking for.
But someone from Red Star Belgrade who scored once in 14 league games
No,
is good
that's-
enough.
That is not a fix. That is not a operation to help you in the short term. That is a long-term operation. That can be how you call it. This guy can be an Auge operation. 4 million you sell for 12. This guy you buy for 5, you sell him for 15, and you make a plus Valenza. Doesn't care. They are like, this guy cost me 5 million for 5 years contract. If he becomes something good, I sell him for 15 million to Sassuolo, to Bologna. If he becomes normal, I didn't waste any money because after 5 years runs out of contract and it's fine. So these are long-term operations for money reason, for other things. So what I don't understand, the year we bought Paquetá, we didn't finish top 4 in the January. The year we bought Piatek, we didn't finish top 4 at the end of the season. The year we bought Mandzukic, Mate, and Tomori, we finished top 4. So I don't know what Nathan is saying. Oh, we didn't need a defender. We need this guy. But at the end of the result was that you get Tomori, you finish top 4. You get Piatek, you don't finish top 4. You get Paquetá, you don't finish top 4. So that is the result at the end. So nothing, there is no sport result that goes against this management and this ownership. There is no. I don't care you guys thinking, oh, this ownership don't want to win. Again, 2 years and a half, they achieved their objectives. They brought the club in Champions League again. We are competitive again. And you guys are, I don't know, going crazy like you're, I don't know, pregnant, and in 10 minutes you're going to have a kid.
Okay, Lad, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Do you think that we're going to finish this transfer window with at least 1 or 2 more signings? Well, yes, yes or no?
No, these are, that's it. Our transfer window is done. Probably go with a guy on loan as a defender, like a defender on loan, just to keep the numbers of the defense.
And if that doesn't happen, would you be satisfied with the work that we have done in January? Would you be okay? No problem. All is good. All is good.
Yeah.
Would you be happy?
Yeah.
And would you be happy if we don't finish top 4?
That's my next point. That would be my next point, actually.
I'll be crazy if we don't finish top 4. I'll go crazy.
Okay.
I'll go crazy. Are you gonna say sorry to me if we finish top 4?
Then I guess it's a problem for future, Laird. It doesn't matter right now.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Right now, it doesn't matter. Anyway, right now, what I've seen in the pitch, there just one team has shown to be better than us, and that is Inter.
And Juventus. In the last
no, absolutely not.
In
the last 15 matches, Juventus has done 1 more point than us. These are the facts. No, these are the facts. In the last 15 matches,
I think you can argue that Milan offensively looks much better than Juventus, but a lot better. Like Juventus might look a little bit better defensively, and that is why they've getting points or getting a lot of ties, but they are winning games. But offensively, you cannot argue that Milan looks a million times better than.
Yes, but Juventus addressed the offensive problem by getting the best striker in the league.
And we are trying to. I think we're trying to do the defensive problem because we are submitting more goals. But Juventus is at 16 goals. We are 24. But Juventus is at hold on. Juventus is at 32 goals, I think. We are at 47. We're the second team in Serie A that scores the most goals.
But the problem is Dyer just said that right now we will not get a defender, even though Kier is done.
I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. We don't know. Like, none of us know what's going to happen tomorrow, guys. We can just speculate and think logically.
And also, Inter scores even more than us. They still went and are trying to get Gosens, a guy that scores.
Well, Inter. Let's be honest. Inter is getting a player functional to their system, which is a left wing back, because Perisic is more offensive. Gosens is very balanced. He'll do the defense and the offensive very effectively. Inter is doing an incredible operation here. This is a great operation.
I agree.
Yeah, that is a great operation.
The broke Inter. Let's not forget.
Listen, Inter is doing a great operation, but it's not gonna, at the end of, in terms of output, it's not gonna put more than Perisic. It's gonna give the same level. At the end, Inter is gonna be at the same level. It doesn't put more output there. And we're talking about Inter doing great operation, okay, but the guy is injured, and he's been injured for the last 4 months. So what are you gonna do if Maldini does an operation like this? Of course, you're gonna complain about it. But if Inter does an operation like this, oh, that is an amazing operation. So,
No,
guys,
get me
yes,
get me Spinazzola. I'm not gonna complain
no
at all.
chance, man. Spinazzola for 25 million. Wow, keep it, man. The guy doesn't even remember how to play football at the moment. And listen,
Okay.
listen. I want to hear Florent, man. He didn't say anything. I mean, he can actually do whatever he wants. Do you want to talk? Do you don't want to talk?
No, I was listening this entire time I'm here. Uh, but this whole thing really sucks because it feels like, when you see your friends playing outside, but you're grounded in the house. Everybody's having fun, but you, and it sucks. But I don't know. I'm not as pessimistic about the team for this year. Just because other teams are having fun, I don't think we have a bad team. And from what I saw that they secured Botman in the summer, I think they're just trying to finish another year in the Champions League and then get some good players in the summer. But I'm not as pessimistic about the team for this year. I think we can finish top four with a healthy team, and we don't need some crazy signings this transfer window. I wish we do. I hope they get somebody at the end of the uh, transfer window, somebody that is worth it. But I wouldn't put my money on it.
Mm. So you guys are really convinced that we're not finished. I mean, you're really scared, honestly scared about the fact that Milan is not gonna finish top four.
No, I think it all depends on the Inter game. I think if we lose the Inter game, it's gonna be a heavy blow to us. If we draw or win, I think we will do good.
I
I hope
think
we get a positive result against them.
I think if we lose against Inter, we are back into grinding for the top four, which is gonna be sad.
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
honest.
Yeah,
This is
true. Yeah.
this is what I would fight for in the summer. We should get some players so we don't have to grind again. But if we lose versus Inter, we are back into hold your breath because you might not play Champions League next game, meaning you will not get any players in the summer. Oh God, I don't even want to think about this shit.
The way I see the top four battle is up to February, March, and April when we're playing against teams that on paper are much weaker. So if we can win the games that we're supposed to win, I think top four is good.
If you guys think we're risking top four, that means that I don't know, because Napoli has to play against Juventus, and Atalanta has to play against Juventus. The same Inter has to play against Juventus. You guys thinking basically that Juventus is gonna do an incredible second half of the season, and again, everyone is gonna do a great second
No,
half
I
of the
think
season. Just Milan is gonna go down.
Juventus have more problems than just one striker, at least for this season. Because this season they've been underperforming when you compare it to us, and I think they needed a big signing to catch up with the top four because they are struggling, and that's it.
I'll be honest
I
with
don't
you,
think.
lad. Oh, sorry, finish. Go ahead.
No. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not really looking at the other teams. I'm more looking at Milan. Really, I think it's up to them. I don't know what Juventus will do. I think Juventus is going to climb back up, and I think Atalanta is difficult. They're going to win games. I think Napoli is going to continue winning games. I think Inter is going to continue winning games. So it's up to Milan to continue winning games. It's up to them.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you a bit. Try to talk. Do you want to say anything about Vlahovic?
Can you guys hear me or not?
No, man. It's the connection is a bit weak.
What the fuck?
Try to get in and out again.
I'm gonna reboot my computer and come back.
Okay. Okay.
I think the things that play in our favor with Inter is that Inter might feel a little bit more relaxed because they have a cushion there, which was a gift given to them by a referee, by the way. That cushion was a gift given to them by a referee. So there's that to factor in. Plus, Milan has a little bit more pressure to stay with them and stay close to them. I think that little weight right there could transfer the weight into the favor of Milan. I believe that, yeah.
Yeah, it's that Spezia game is making people go crazy because you guys are thinking the way you're thinking because we don't have those 3 points. And with a regular refereeing, not even an exceptional refereeing, just a normal referee, we have 3 points more now. And you guys not even thinking about that. But yeah, let's win the derby and I don't know what you guys are gonna say after. I'm always balanced in my thoughts. I always think that the top 4 is always great. Challenging for the Scudetto is even better, but nothing. No, I'm not going crazy about it. I don't care, you know. Anything safe? You had a good point there. What do you think is a signing that Milan can do this January to fix the situation? That is
like
possible,
a realistic
you know?
signing, yeah.
Yeah, realistic signing.
I mean, on paper, this is the problem I have. On paper, if Tomori comes back and everyone is healthy, you'll be like, oh, there's Tomori, Romagnoli, Kalulu, you know? We can manage that, you know? We can get through the season with that. But I was wrong about one point. I always said before that we didn't need a striker, but I think I was very wrong about it because Ibra, I'm sorry to say this, but he seems kind of finished. Like you compare him with the last season, yeah, like it's very different. The thing about Rebic, I'd rather leave him in the left midfielder position with Leo. I think a striker is needed. I really think, but this is just my opinion. I know Milan signed that Serbian young striker, so we're not gonna get a striker. The thing is, Messias hasn't really been that convincing, and he has taken the place of Salamakers in some games, which, to be honest, looking back at it, I don't know. I don't know what it's about. I think both players are underachieving. We need an attacking player. We need a spark, because I'm looking at most of the games and I'm only seeing Leao. Leao is the only one who makes a difference. Leao drives the team, even though he's inconsistent. He makes a difference. He has those goals that gain us points in games or don't, depending on the situation. Like at this point, a striker, like a winger, would have been my preferred choice, but I honestly don't think that Milan will get a signing unless it's Diallo or by on loan, which I don't know about, to be honest. Both I don't like both players, if I'm being honest. It looks like it's Botman for the summer. We're waiting for Kessier, and we're not gonna make a signing, to be honest. So I wanted an attacking player, but yeah.
I have a question for Saif. I have a question for you because you have a lot of your concerns, but there's one question: if Messias's goal against Spezia would have stood, would you still have the same opinion about Messias?
Well, okay, I'm gonna say this, okay? I'm being honest. Take away his goal, okay? Take away his goal, which would have saved us against Spezia. When he came on to the game, he didn't really have that much of an impact because I saw some of these things like last season. Even though we improved a bit, I'm seeing some of the same things, and one goal cannot erase the impact that this player is having in the last few games. So even if he had scored that goal, I would honestly stay with the same opinion that we need an attacking player. Any attacking player would help. Any capable one would help because we've been looking like dry as fuck, especially in the second half of games. You know, we have nothing up top other than Leao, who at the end of the games is always tired because he always has to do the job alone because he's the most capable attacker that we have.
All right. Well, I would
Yeah.
argue the only point I'm going to argue with you is the Messias one. If Messias' goal would have stood, his numbers right now, given the time he has played, would be quite excellent. Messias is actually a great signing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Rumors have it that we will not confirm Messias at the end of the season.
That is possible. Depends who's
which
coming in.
which
Depends
which
who's
would be bad to be honest. I mean, listen, I said this about Messias even the day we signed him. I always told people I would be happy if he does well, and he has done well to be honest. But I also maintain the opinion that this guy is almost a 30-year-old coming from Crotone. So people need to manage their expectations. So when Messias came in, I also kept crying about we're having to get another attacking player. So because realistically, I don't trust him to continue these performances, the ones he had, especially when he first came in, until the end of the season. So I don't think one goal, against Spezia would have been like, okay, this guy is the best. We don't need any other player right now.
No, but I think if that would have happened and we'd be celebrating his name, the story was because he would have been the hero of the game that scored in the extra time. The propaganda around it would be completely different. Unfortunately, Messias's destiny right now has been changed because of a referee that made an incredible mistake. That he said sorry. The referee cried. He said, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Right now, Messias there's an injustice happened to Messias, unfortunately.
Like I said, I'm gonna the other speak now.
No, I get what you said. You
No,
don't need to repeat.
yeah,
You don't need to repeat it. Please
yeah,
don't repeat. You're ready.
yeah,
I get.
yeah. Okay.
Messias also has like the same amount of goals as Chiesa in less games, or Moise Kean.
Yeah. What are your other guys' opinions of Messias? Are you more he's not good enough, or are you happy
No, I
with
think
him?
he's doing fine. No, I think Messias is good. Like these past two games, he hasn't been as good in the build-up part, but you can trust with his finishing because even in that goal that they disallowed him, like he's pretty good when it comes to the last touch. At least better than Salazmaker or other alternatives that we have on the right side. He's a threat, And everybody thought he was a really good player when he scored against Atletico, and then he scored in the Serie A 2 goals. Nobody was really saying that we need better, but it's always like this. Once the team starts feeling a little shaky, then it's easier to just trash everybody.
Who's in more Red John? You agree more with Safe, right?
Yes, I agree with Steve in the sense that Messias is doing okay for a 30-year-old player that came from Cotrona. He is not Bernardo Silva. Get it? Like he's doing okay. He's attacking wise better than Salamakers.
Yes, guys, but do you think we have a bigger hole to fill in the team rather than a red midfielder?
Man, I think we have many holes in the team with the standard that we want to be in. Get it? Like the right wing is a hole. In my opinion, the cam is a hole. Like I know that Diet loves the way Diaz has been playing, but I just disagree. Like I have to believe my own eyes better. Get it?
Do you think that the center backs are a hole?
The center back is a hole in the sense that if you have an ACL injury as a defender, in the age of 33, you will not come back and be the same defender that you were. Why? Because the problem is if the attacker with the after an ACL injury chooses himself if he wants to make that run or not, if he wants to make the jump or not, the defender does not have that luxury of choice. The defender follows the attacker, meaning Care, in my opinion, I hope I'm wrong, will not be the same Care after he comes out of one season injured with an ACL injury. So I think it's also a very important hole in the team to have a defender of the standards that we want to reach. The problem is because we have so many holes and so little money, next summer we are only going to get Botman for 30 million and try to fill holes with, like we've been doing so far, with loan deals. And this is
maybe they get Sanchez also, but Botman looks more realistic for now.
Maybe we have found Lee. Now we will go and get every good player. Maybe we get someone
John,
else.
I think this season we haven't been struggling to score besides the past 3 games. Like it's not that our attacking has bad numbers in the league compared to the other teams. It's just we've been conceding.
But our attack is not like it has good numbers because you have now with 5 goals, 4 goals, Ibra with 8, Giroud with 4. It's not like we are doing something amazing. We are doing okay, I guess.
What so you expect to have a striker that does like 17 goals?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's I would like that too. I don't right now it doesn't feel like realistic yet.
Yeah, but I think because this is the problem. Like I'm not like the financial consultant of Milan. I'm just a fan, man. Like when I speak, I speak in the way or in the view that I have the team in my head. This is what I speak about. You can come and tell me we cannot spend anything. This is going to be the team for the next 5 years, and I cannot do anything about it but complain. That's it. I'm just a fan. I buy my shirt every year. And
but Juventus was buying a lot of players in the past years also that failed, and we started going up and reaching their level and passing them. Like they bought Kulusevski for a lot of millions, and who we got at that time.
Yes.
We always had something to desire when it comes to that.
I agree, but here's the problem, and here's the problem that I have with the fan base of Milan, not just with Milan. Or when I say the management, I say Elliott. I don't say Maldini. Maldini has to handle the money that he's been given. In the sense, Maldini cannot make money out of thin air. If Elliott says you have X, he has X amount of money. Now
Elliott has a good team, that's all. Elliott has a good team that's overachieving, and he wants to milk that as much as he can.
The problem that I have here is this. Juventus comes out of 9 years of totally dominating the league. Okay? And after 2 years of them not doing that good, but not doing bad either, right? Because they are doing our amazing season that we reached top four, they reached top 4 as well. 2 years, they don't win anything. Look at the fan base. The fan base is exploding. Okay? And the ownership goes and tries to change that fact. Now we have Milan, hasn't won shit in the last 10 years, right? And the fan base is like, it's okay, man. 5 more years, 10 more years. This is what for me, in my opinion, is a little bit strange or has changed the concept of Milan. That's it.
Okay. Guys, you need to have a break. Other people wants to talk. Vasily, can you actually talk? Is your connection better?
Just let me, I've been sitting here waiting, like, when you guys are done talking so I can say something.
I don't think your connection is good. Are you connected with your, how you call it? With your laptop? It's, have you tried to connect with your iPhone or with your phone? You're mute, man. Let me see. I cannot hear you.
Here, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, like, can you guys hear me properly, or it's still kind of breaking up?
It's still breaking out. It's not fluid. Yeah, even the image.
Let me try it through my phone.
Yeah, try to Try to use your phone. I think the phone usually works pretty well. If you connect with your phone, the link I gave you, just open it with your phone.
That's
Should
so weird,
work.
man, that you guys cannot hear me, man.
No, it's not working properly.
Yeah, it's the weather, man.
It's the weather.
Yeah, man, it's really cold here. Like we have like a bunch of snow and stuff. So
Okay, now you're connected with your phone. Let me.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, you have to mute the other device.
Oh man, the problem is, oh, I cannot hear you guys. What the fuck?
Because you have to mute the other device. Okay.
Try to say something.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you're far away. I don't have my headphones for my iPhone actually. So and that doesn't have an option like a loudspeaker or anything like that. Let me try it out. Let me try something else.
Okay. Come back when you can. So what we were saying. Listen, we need defenders. I heard Red John saying, well, we need attackers, we need right wings. The cam is not good enough. I'll repeat myself again. We need defenders. We scored 3 goals against Roma, 3 goals against Venezia, 3 goals against Genova, 2 goals against Spezia. We did 0-0.
I said we need defenders. I even made the whole speech that care is not going to be the same. How can you say?
You say the right wing and cam and a striker.
No,
you say, you have to say it, Kier. I'm not saying we need defenders because Kier. I'm saying we need defenders because Romagnoli.
No. You have misunderstood me now. I said care is not going to be the same. A defender is a must. So.
But you say we have a lot of holes, and in my opinion,
Yes,
we just have the defense. We just have the defense because numbers shows that actually we scored 3 goals against Fiorentina, but we conceded 4.
And I disagree there. I think we have more holes than just the defense. The defense being a very important hole that needs to be filled.
I think just the defense is a priority at the moment, and if something comes up for the attacking side, a striker, I would say, because Ibra and Giroud. I mean, Ibra is I'm not saying done, but he's not anymore for the level we want to go at the moment. Vasily, are you? No, your connection is.
You guys hear me or not?
We hear you, but really bad. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you try to turn off the camera? Maybe turning off the camera.
Okay, let me try the camera. How about now?
Yeah, try to say something along concept, and let's see what's going on.
Okay, so are you guys talked already about Vlahovic?
No, man, the audio is not good.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Shit.
But with your phone was really good, man. With your phone was
Yeah,
really good.
I know, but I couldn't hear you guys. I don't have my headphones. I left them at work, man. So.
Okay.
And I cannot hear you because there's no like loudspeaker option on the on this StreamYard thing.
Oh, okay. There is no loudspeaker.
So I mean, I'll try. My internet speed shows that it's actually I don't know what else is going on. I mean, it kind of fluctuates. It goes up and down, so that's probably the problem. But yeah, it's like -20 right now, and it's gonna go all the way to -25, minus who knows, like at night. It's like cold, man.
Yeah, the connection is really bad, man. I heard just the fact that it's going -20 and it's gonna go -30.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it, man. I'm gonna maybe reboot my router. Maybe that will help. I don't know.
Yeah, try to. Another thing you can do, you can use the internet connection of your phone to run in the laptop. That is something. It's gonna eat a bit of your data, but you can be around for half an hour and say your opinion.
Yeah, let me try to. If you can still not hear me well, I'm gonna reboot my router. Maybe I can.
Yeah. Okay. I'll mute you for a second. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
By the way, no one is thinking the fact that Juventus bought Bernardeschi and that thing didn't work really well. They bought Chiesa and still is struggling to bring big results. Anyone is thinking that maybe Vlahovic is gonna not perform with Juventus? Is anyone having that opinion? That is,
Yeah, but Vlahovic might not perform with Juventus. Does not like Vlahovic is going to be there for the next coach that's going to come. The next coach is going to have a team with Vlahovic, with Chiesa, in with Delete if they don't sell him, whatever. So the base is there. They need a different coach who plays a more attacking football with this many quality attacking players that Juventus has. This is not the Juventus or comparable to the Benter era of Milan, where we had zero quality players. This is a team filled with young, super young, talented players, super talented players.
So, Rajon, when I tell you that if the league goes and Romagnoli comes, you're gonna applaud Juventus again?
No.
You're
No,
gonna.
I won't.
What do you mean? You're not gonna applaud?
No,
So
I will
keep
not
your
applaud.
because they're gonna sell the league to get Vlahovic.
So you say, but yet again, people have been saying that you are broke for a lot of time right now. So
Mino Raiola is saying that, not me.
If Milan Raiola wants to sell them, I might applaud Juventus for the fact that at least Mino Raiola respects Juventus, unlike other teams, and he sells the clients of his instead of letting them go for free. So, to be honest, I will applaud them a little bit as well.
No, they signed the league a year before the COVID happened. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to applaud their luck, because if they signed the league 3 years before COVID, the league walks out for free during COVID. Like Ronaldo did and Dybala is going to do, by the way. Another thing, we need to applaud them as well, no? Because you guys are applauding Juventus for how good they do things. But what I've seen at the end, I've seen 2 5th places. I know because they're going to finish 4th this season, but for me, it's a 5th place team. And there is nothing to applaud how the way Juventus does things. Pjanic, Danilo for the guy who is called the guy that plays for City.
I think
they are Cancelo. Is that to applaud?
I just think they are just a different overall team for us. What they consider a bad result for us is like winning the Champions League. Like Roy will celebrate us making top 4 this season, same as winning the Champions League, and Juventus will not celebrate making the top 4. Actually, the fan base is going to be super angry because they're going to be like, in the last 2 years, we have only won 2 trophies. Like, what the hell is going on?
Well, that's not entirely true. The Juventus fans this year are pretty realistic, and they'll be happy with the top 4. Actually, I would even argue that Vlahovic is a panic buy, like Lart was saying earlier. And because the fans are so crazy toxic against the club right now.
And I fucking respect that, because this is how you keep a competitive.
Oh yeah, let the fan run. Let the fan run the club. Let the 12 years old on Twitter run the club.
Yeah. No.
Applaud them.
No, let the guys who are like, 10 years ago we didn't win anything and we couldn't reach the Champions League. But last year we did reach the Champions League. Therefore, for the next 10 years, the management has a pass because we reached the Champions League last year, man. So they have a pass.
Imagine Maldini making a transfer market because he's listening to Red John on YouTube, going crazy.
Yeah.
That's what Juventus is doing. It's panicking for the empty stadium.
They are not.
Are we going to applaud that for the empty stadium as well?
What empty stadium?
The one they had when the capacity was 50%. They still had 5,000 people in the stadium.
But that's not true. They didn't. The only ones that didn't go there are the ultras. But the ultras have not gone to Juventus Stadium for a year now. It's not less.
The stadium is empty, man. We have pictures of the stadium being empty.
Okay.
He's empty. Watching at
And
Juventus is
that's
like
so-
watching a Chinese
That's
church.
and that's just fucking respectful, man. Like this is
What?
the
What is respectable here, man?
the fan base makes themselves present. It's not a fan base that gets happy with everything that the management
man.
does. It's
Man.
like you can say what you want about Juventus. You cannot say anything about the fan base, man, because the fan base, after winning this match, is still there demanding to win. Dude. Our fan base, after winning nothing, is there happy that we made 1 year. The top
Bro,
four.
their fan base came out of a fucking period in which Juventus was in Serie B,
Yes.
and then they went through their progress. They had
Yeah.
they had to build too, man. So
And
right now
Juventus-
they're
and-
just
and-
they've what they built. It was 10 years of success. Now they have to rebuild and redo things. Juventus is in a position to do that because they have their own stadium. One, they're a club that has had the same family owning the club for a very long time, so they didn't have a big change of ownership. Juventus right now has all the cards on the table to do what they do, but Milan is going to get there. Like, you got to be patient.
Slowly but surely.
So yeah, basically, Juventus is to applaud because they failed the Ronaldo signing, they failed the league signing, they failed the Betancourt signing, they failed the Adriano signing.
Give me your
They
definition
failed,
of failure. Please, the Luton, give me
Szczesny.
your definition of failure. What's your definition of failure?
My definition is failure. You're winning the league for 8 years in a row. You buy these players, you're going fifth. And your football is ugly. You're firing the manager, and after 3 years, you're hiring him again. That is failure. That is telling Allegri, I'm an idiot. I failed. Sorry. Please help me. I'll give you 9 million. Please help me. That is a failure. This is a failure of a team, a failure of a management. And all I see mistakes on the transfer market. And you didn't let me finish because I had another 6, 7 names to give you. But you didn't let me finish. I gave you 7. Ramses and 8 million. How the fuck is that name? Rabiot, 7 million. Bernardeschi, 7 million. Kulusevski, incredible talent in the bench. Chiesa, when he's healthy, in the bench because Allegri wants to play with 5 defenders. Chiellini renewing another season after admitting I want to stop after the Euros because they need people. You want another failure? Signing Romagnoli for free because they're gonna do that. Signing Romagnoli for free and selling the league, another failure. Ronaldo not even asking them, jumping to a plane and finding a club for themselves and telling Juventus this is the change, keep it. That is another failure. Do you want to know other failure? Morata
And let me
is
say
a failure.
something, Lart. All these things that you're bringing up, it justifies the fans being so toxic because all this stuff you're saying is true. Ronaldo failed. He was supposed to bring Champions League. They never made the semifinals. Ramsey, 8 million. This guy, 7 million. Those guys, 7 million. Imagine if Milan was in that position. But Milan is not in that position. Milan has youngsters that are competing right now, maybe even for the Scudetto, that are making a quarter of what those players are making. And we're succeeding and they're not. So just different realities. Milan is in its own universe. Juventus is in its own universe.
And another failure I want to add is the fact that Milan-Juventus finished 0-0. The Juventus players hug each other, happy to have got the 1 point against Milan. The Milan player actually are upset because they couldn't win the game. That is a massive failure for a team that won 9 titles in a row, being in that position. And unfortunately, there is no Juventus fan that is listening to me. I would love to cut these 30 seconds and give it to the whole Juventus fan, and let's see what they say. But anyway, let's applaud Juventus.
Lart, trust me. Like I listen to a lot of, Juve channels. They have a lot of really good, fun guys.
I bet you list them, man.
Yeah, but anyway, They not happy at all, man. They hate what they're seeing. They're laughing at Allegri when Allegri says that this was a great game against Milan. They're fucking telling this guy's a moron. We didn't even take a shot on goal. This is what they're saying, you know. So it's a mess. Juventus is a complete mess. Inter, they're all very happy. They're all very relaxed, and you know. So whatever. It
Hey,
is what
guys.
it is.
But Vasily wants to talk. Let's go, man. I think you're ready to go.
Yeah, now it's good.
Yes.
Son of
for
a- I'm not gonna swear. But anyways, I waited for like 35 minutes to say a word, man. That's my
It's
problem.
not our fault.
My
It's not our
internet.
Hey, but
Nothing-
you can just chime in when you want, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, like I'm, I was brought up this way, man. I don't just bargain in the middle of conversation, man. So let's start from the beginning regarding Vlahovic. As I wrote in WhatsApp, people need to stop whining, man. Like everybody knows the policy of Elliot, young and promising players. They're never gonna pay 60+ million in one shot. That's never gonna happen. So like it was a dream, but everybody, I knew deep inside it's not gonna happen. It was my dream, like if we sign him, but I knew deep inside it's not gonna happen. So I'm not that really disappointed. Like for me, it's just weird how Juventus is just like, as I said in WhatsApp, they just buy the best players within the league, and that's how they win titles, man. That's the bottom line. Chiesa, Vlahovic, who's next? Who's next? They're gonna buy somebody probably from Inter, I assume. This is just how it's been all the time, man. And the problem is also not just AC Milan; it's Serie A overall. The problem lies because clubs financially cannot compete. There's only like in Italy, there's only Juventus that can like buy big, and Inter used to, but now they're like kind of broke, so they can't really go big too. So the only club I would say right now is Juve, and I thought Roma can buy big players. What's his name? Abra for what, 35, 40 million or something like that?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, guys, if people, the sooner people realize, the better it would be for people that Milan is not gonna buy flashy players or like expensive players. Unfortunately, I wish we could, but unless there's two options, Elliot sells us to somebody who's willing to spend, or we just take a long road and invest in young players and wait for the outcome in like three to 5 years. That's it. Milan, people need to forget those times that we are, like back in the day, we could just like buy whatever, splash out the cash. Those times are gone, at least for now. So don't waste your energy and your nerves, man. It's pointless. That's all I have to say regarding like Vlahovic going to Juventus. I'm definitely disappointed. I don't want to freaking Vlahovic in Juventus, man. This is just gonna. Oh my god, this is bullshit. But it is what it is. I would rather him go to not to Juventus, man. And somebody wrote that Cassie is going to Juve. No freaking way. Even if they pay 50 million, man, I would never sell him to Juventus, man.
Well, he's going for free, man. Don't worry about that.
If Cassie has any attachment to the club, I'm talking about any attachment to the club, he would never do that, man. But at this time, that's our old school thinking. Nowadays they don't have those attachments anymore. So he might end up in Juventus. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. There's a pretty big possibility. But me as a person, as a human being, I would feel ashamed doing it. Like then go play against Milan and San Siro, man. Come on. He was like the big star, everybody looked up at him. Now he just switches to Juventus, man.
I think we lost you a bit, Vasily. The audio is still, the connection is a bit shit.
It's shit now again?
No, it's again a bit down.
Yeah, man, I don't know. This is my internet nowadays, man. I don't know.
Bit better. Bit better now.
It's better now.
It comes and goes, man. It's anyway. That is event good and they start the way we are doing things.
I can't hear anything, man.
So
You know, Laura. Can you
Yeah.
hear me? You know, I tried Discord, and people told me they could hear me perfectly fine. So maybe it's something with this website, the StreamYard, man. I don't know, because I tried it on purpose just to see if it's my internet completely shit.
Guys, right now, both of you, even you, Vasid, even Laird, are having problems with the microphone, I think. Because even Laird we couldn't really hear him very well.
I can hear John and Lyra pretty well.
Did you hear Laird well when he spoke a minute ago?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, Vasil is cutting off a lot. It's hard to understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
I have a question for Red John.
Tell me.
Red John,
And I'm sorry for before. I don't know if you're talking, but I got a call and I had to answer that, so I had to leave.
do you think that Milan is not going to keep on growing and becoming a top club team?
I think Milan is gonna, with this ownership, like people have to understand when I speak about the management, I speak about the ownership. Elliot, I don't speak about Maldini. Okay, so we got this one clear before someone writes on the comments like, "Oh, Maldini has done such a good job." I know Maldini has done a really good job with the tools he had. That being said, I've said, and I truly believe this when I say this: a team, in order to win, has to be built to win. It cannot just win randomly. And if you do win randomly, you become a Lille, in the sense you win once and you don't win again for the next 50 years. So I think with the method that Elliot is doing, and I understand Elliot. Elliot is a company that is trying to make, like, there's noise which is unbearable. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear that noise too.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Because I'm not finished. The problem that I have here is this: Elliot is there to get a return on their investment. In the sense, they are here, they are seeing that this team can reach top four without breaking the bank, and they have no reason. Elliot never came and said we are going to win anything. The Agnellis came and they said we are going to win. The owners of Inter said we are going to win. Elliot never made claims about winning. They said we are going to bring Milan back to the Champions League, and they are doing that. And we are going to, as long as Elliot is here, we are going to be in those waters, trying to make the Champions League every year and be happy about it. That's it.
okay, but what about the fruit of this work and them doing this now for 2 years? Are you not seeing how it's growing, how it's getting better, and are you not seeing that it will produce what they want to produce, which is a sustainable club with homegrown champions?
Just let's take a brief look at the sustainable clubs in Serie A. It's Atalanta and it's Lazio. Now tell me how many Scudettos have Atalanta and Lazio won in the last 30 years?
Okay,
No,
but
20, 10 years.
Milan has a much different revenue system than Atalanta and Lazio. Milan has one of the teams with the most fans in the world.
But the problem,
this is an argument, but I don't know.
The problem is that the difference between Atalanta and Milan in revenue is the same as the difference between Milan and Inter, around 100 million difference.
Yes, but Milan definitely has much more that they can exploit out of what their assets are. So, but okay, so do you not think that you think that this management is going to keep this team like this pretty much, and it's never going to be a team built to win the Serie A, to win the Champions League?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, can I say something? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So Milan is planned to go around 320 million revenues at the end of this year, no?
No.
The financial year I'm talking about. So basically, the way they're doing things is 320 million revenue, 160 million salaries. But we all agree that Milan, if he stays consistently in Champions League, if he stays consistently competitive to win the league, and the stadium is basically full. When I say full, I say capacity 60,000, average 60,000, 55,000. Milan can achieve that 400 million revenue. That 400 million revenue means 200 million salaries. That 200 million salary means that Leao can renew, Theo can renew,
Why
Benacer can
why
renew.
would they do that?
Huh?
Why would they do that?
Because
Also there is no, I've seen no paper that foresees us breaking the 300 million euro in revenue mark next season. Zero. All I've seen is 220 million for next season, and last year it was 150 something. Inter makes 350 right now.
Guys, if we're gonna throw numbers, it has to be.
no.
Guys, if we're gonna throw numbers, it has to be documented because
Yeah.
anybody here can be saying numbers and nobody.
No,
is
no,
right.
it's Calcio Finanza said that we finished the previous year.
When we talk about numbers, we got it.
No.
Are you showing sources?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.
Are you on a source right now?
I can find the source if you want, but
Let's
Calcio
go to the
Finanza
sources because when it comes to numbers, guys, we have to be 100% clear.
I'll find the source and I'll share it with you guys in a second. I want to just finish the concept. Basically, we finished the year 270 million. This year is projected 320 million. And in my opinion, in 2 years, we go 400 million revenue. 400 million revenue means 200 million salaries. 200 million salaries means renewing all the best players we have right now, and actually adding players that you can sign for 5, for 6 million a year. And
you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, finally. I don't know. Just let me know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, if they keep doing this and they stay in Champions League, but I'm saying that we're gonna win. We're gonna win. It's gonna happen at the end. That's my opinion. It's gonna be easy because you're gonna sign the good player. You're gonna have a system. You're gonna have the right coach, the right management. It's happening. It's a matter of time. Maybe 1 or 2 years.
I think it's going to be 2 years. I think next year, this is my opinion. Next year, we're still going to be mid-level tier players, and that is going to allow us to be competitive again and finish in the Champions League spot again, maybe even win the Scudetto. And then the year after that, Milan is buying big players.
I say this: if we win 6 games in a row, the next 6 games we win them. We win the Scudetto this season. I'll say that this season. If we have that fucking luck, let's say we create few chances and we win the derby and we win the other 5 games, we win the league this season. And all the thinking you, me, and everyone is making collapse. Vasily, you want to add anything? Because let's use you when the things work.
While you have me here,
I'm going to abstain from that.
You can still hear me good, guys?
Yeah, go for it, man.
So what are you guys were talking about last couple of minutes? I'm sorry, I was dealing with this internet.
Red John thinks that the way the club is run, we're not going to win anything soon. In the next 5-6 years.
Man, it is a tricky question, man. I mean, part of me agrees to him, and a part of me does not agree with him. So I'm 50-50, I would say. It depends on the willingness of Elliot. I'm not saying invest. Obviously, we know they're not going to invest 60 million, but if we can get a pinpoint certain areas with a decent investment, players I don't know, even Berardi, let's say on the right wing for 30 million. Things like that. Something in the range of 30 million. If they can invest, at least go as high as that, I think we have a chance. But if we're gonna just try to take people on loans and buy young and promising players, we'll need more time to win stuff for sure. So everybody knows that Zlatan is probably done. I don't think he's gonna stay another year with us after this one. Giroud, he's okay, but he should be a backup striker. So we definitely need, in the summer, we need somebody. I mean, obviously we're not going to get striker 60+ million, but at this point, I'm even okay with Belotti, man. To be honest, just knowing the way things are going, I'll be happy with if we sign Belotti in summer as a striker. Not my ideal striker, but it's better than Giroud, I would say, because Giroud is getting older too. He still got some skills, and he can play off him. He can be like a point of reference, but I don't think he has. Even Zlatan on his bad days, Zlatan has that presence, in the final third, and he has that reputation. So defenders are still scared of him, So he draws like 2-3 defenders sometimes on him, and he opens up spaces for other players. Giroud does not have that. He gets covered by one, maybe two at the most in the box. So I don't know, man. My answer would be, if Elliott stays for another 5 years, let me put it this way: there is pretty good chance we might not win anything. Big silverwares. There is a chance. I'm not saying we're not, but there's pretty good chance we're not going to win anything.
Yeah.
Big.
And also, I'm sorry if you're not finished. Go on. I'm sorry.
No. I'm done, man. I'm done.
Okay. So, and to go back to Laird's point, the problem that I have here is that, Laird, do you know how much Borussia Dortmund makes as revenue yearly? Borussia Dortmund in year 2019, 2020 made 442 million euros. The year before that, 446. The year before that, 500 million euros. Where do you see Borussia Dortmund dominating and buying big players?
But we are not Borussia Dortmund, Rajon.
No, man, no. But we are run by the same philosophy, by the same exact philosophy. The philosophy
is not true. This is not true. When you say this, hold on, Rajon. Sorry, Rajon.
No.
When you say this, it's not true.
How is it not true?
Because the ambition, the overall ambitions of the club are in completely two different universes. They're not compatible together. So when you say this, you got to be careful what you mean, because it's not true. Milan is not trying to be Dortmund. Is not trying to be Arsenal. It's completely different ambitions whatsoever.
I don't think you guys are a bit unfair when you say Borussia Dortmund make that revenue, so that's why we're not gonna win. Borussia Dortmund is fighting to win the league with a team that every season buys their best players, and they sell that to them. So we're not the same.
Can I bring up one more point that I forgot to mention? Actually,
yeah.
I would say once we build our stadium, we're definitely gonna reach that 300 million euros mark revenue for sure. But until that point, that's another part of this whole puzzle. Until that point, with the way Elliott is investing, without that extra revenue to invest more, and we have to also take in consideration that we are staying in Champions League all this time, all this 5 years that we're talking about. So we keep on reinvesting and getting like some kind of good investment or like a good young promising players. You still have to invest decent amount of money, like for decent players. I'm not talking about even world class. So until that point, I feel like the stadium is the key at this point for us to become like a self-efficient. I guess that's the good word, or self-sustained. That's better as a club down the road, because we all understand that Elliott, it's not the owners that other clubs have that are willing to go out of their way to okay, we're gonna get this player just this one time, okay, let's invest 75 million in this player. We know that they're never gonna do that. So we're just gonna stick with what we have, and hopefully, I'm really hoping that Milan gets that Elliot sells Milan within next 3 to 5 years too, to a really good investor.
Hopefully next year. Next year.
I mean, to be honest, man, I don't think it's gonna happen next year, unless
I know, and I'm kidding.
no, you know what, man? Unless you never know. I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, so I'm not gonna jump that far. But at the same time, man, anything can happen, man. You know what I mean? Anything. But realistically speaking, I agree, it's not gonna happen next year.
And the other problem is, who is Elliot going to sell to? Because someone else might come that doesn't even give a fuck. But that's a problem for future Milan fans.
But you see, Rajan, now we're circling back to what I wrote in WhatsApp, that it's not just Milan's problem. It's a Serie A problem. Serie A is not attractive to big investors.
Juventus and Inter play in Serie A as well, man. They don't play.
Yeah, but you see, Juventus is owned by the richest family in Italy for the last since 1920s or whatever it is. I don't remember the exact date. So those guys are backed by multi-billion company like Fiat, and they have more businesses, not just Fiat. So they're rich as hell, man. So, and they have the politicians, they got regulations. I'm sure those rich families, they run the countries, man. Everybody knows that.
This is, yeah, but.
And I mean, did you hear what I said, man? That Serie A problem is it's not attractive for big investors in terms of how, because the bureaucracy, because no stadiums, because no people come to the stadium. There's a lot of, and you know it. I don't know why we no, I'm not saying we're arguing, but that's everybody knows about that. Once Serie A switches and changes and gets more progressive and actually tries to become more competitive, even competing with freaking Bundesliga, man. Even Bundesliga is getting ahead of us. I mean, seriously. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's a bigger problem than just Milan and Elliot. It's the Serie A, because if Elliot wants to sell to good investors, rich investors willing to invest, that's not just, let's just buy Milan. There's a lot of other factors they're looking at, the tax laws and, how the government and all the things, man. Marketing. Do we have that's why Elliot is pushing so hard for the freaking stadium, because it will be much easier to sell the team with the stadium when they own their own stadium.
And not only just the stadium, but also the plan of sustainability. That right there and the stadium is going to attract the biggest owners in the world.
Yeah.
Right now, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. I was just when we this whole day, I was reading the messages on the on the WhatsApp, and I was just could not part of me could not comprehend is if people don't get it, or they're just playing the game, or they're just doing it for fun. I'm sure most of the people here understand that Serie A in a deep shit, man, and Milan is part of it. So if nothing gets done, it's gonna stay the same. It's gonna get worse. So the bottom line is everybody needs to win, man. And by winning, I mean Serie A has to change as a whole, completely, as a tournament, as a organization. That's my opinion, though. So let's hear what other people have to say. So I don't sound like I'm having monologue here.
Say if you didn't talk a lot, man, what is your opinion about this financial situation of Milan? Do you think when we grow financially, are we going to spend more, or is it going to stay the same amount? Because my whole point is, when you grow financially, to keep your finance high, you need to invest. It's simple as that. You cannot keep buying, loaning players like Florenzi and Messias to keep a revenue of 400 or 450 million. When you get that level, you need players of 50, 60, 70 million to keep that revenue.
But isn't Borussia Dortmund doing the same, even though they have 100 million more than our aim revenue?
Because Borussia Dortmund, I saw the trend. Borussia Dortmund got those last 2 years that they actually probably sold a lot of players at a good price. And that's why they kept that revenue quite high. But in a normal situation, when Borussia Dortmund achieves good results in the pitch, let's say top 4, and but they don't have an incredible talent to sell, so nothing that goes to the eye of big clubs, their revenue stays around 350. A good year maybe touches 400 million.
Yeah, that's our aim.
Yeah, but
This
I'm
is-
talking about,
this is what
listen,
you're
no,
talking
no, but I'm talking about before COVID, and I'm talking about in a league when your competitor Bayern Munich is having a 650 million revenue.
Well, yes.
Yeah, and Borussia Dortmund owns their own stadium. Again,
Yeah.
I'll go back to that thing that no one believes me, but it's actually a thing. Owning the stadium, Milan achieves that level without even owning the stadium. Imagine if Milan owns the stadium, the revenues we can get.
You add 100 more million.
No, you
to
don't
the
add 100
300.
million because, Red John, the stadium, listen, the stadium is going to have a museum. The tourists are going to visit that museum in
Man,
the summer, in
AC
the
Milan is
winter.
not Barcelona, man. It's not going to get
No,
13 billion
but you can
euros.
do that. I know Milan is not Barcelona, but you can do that because Barcelona does that. Chelsea does that. You go to the stadium, there is a shop. You go inside, you buy beers,
Guys, this is
you eat
wishful
food.
thinking, man. I'm sorry,
No,
but
no,
this
they're
is,
not that's how they're gonna do it. It's not a useful thing, man. You're building
This
a new
is-
stadium. You're building in the way that other people are building. You're
the
not.
new stadium is going to be built in 2027, man. What are you going to do until then? 5 years of fighting for the
But
top four.
don't change the topic. Don't change the topic.
Ah,
I was saying that we're gonna make 350, 400 million without the stadium. I'm telling you, with the stadium, we're gonna make 600 million revenue.
We are not going to make 100 million less than Manchester United
We
without the stadium, man. We are
we
not. We
no
are
no
not because we have a fraction of the fans that Manchester United has in the world. The friction. Okay, so we are not. You are just saying unrealistic numbers. We are
we do,
hoping. We are this title that you have right now says hopes. Milan basically hopes towards the 300 million euros in revenue next season, meaning you hope to get 300. You're gonna get
no, it's not hope,
250,
man. It's
260.
calculated. It's calculated.
But it's not
It's
calculated.
It is, man, because if you
This is
sorry,
what-
Red John, Red John, are you making fun of me? In
No,
a year when
I'm
you're
not
not
making
playing
fun.
Champions League with an empty stadium, you make 260 million. In a year with people in the stadium and Champions League revenues, you actually make at least 40 million more. So you make 300 million. That is simple maths. 260 million in a period when the stadium is empty and you're playing Europa League. Now, the year after, you have the stadium almost full. At least most of the game, you have 50,000, 37,000, plus 40 million revenues from the Champions League. That is a revenue, man.
Listen, and Laird, you also said something earlier that is 100% correct, guys. Milan this summer spent 70 million, all right? And they put together a team always understanding where we are, a team that is right now fighting for top four, but maybe can even win the Scudetto this year. If we'll have more to spend next summer, but let's say we only spend 70 million. That a lot is going to bring a lot of that's a lot of money to patch up the team and make it even stronger. I mean, the future looks good, guys. The future looks very good.
I will have
Guys,
to,
I may come as a bit pessimistic to some people, but I'm not. I think some people, when we criticize the team performance and the money in general, they seem to think that we're saying our future is doomed and the whole team is bad. We need 7 or 8 players, like especially me or John. We're not saying that, you know. I'm not even want to talk about until 2027. All I'm saying is we are 2 max 3 players away from competing to being a Serie A contender and a Champions League not winner at all, but a dark horse, you know? It's just 2 players, 2 superstar names that could elevate the team, that could take us to the next level. Not buying, you know, loan option, young players. I mean, we
Okay.
can do better than that.
In 2027, say if we're gonna get them.
No.
Saif,
Red
listen,
John,
hold on. I have no. Saif brought up good stuff. I want to talk about that. So, Saif, if we were to just buy the players that we that were on loan, it would be Florenzi 1, right? And Florenzi is not that much. It's like what, 6 million, right? 6 million,
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that. Messias, maybe what is he? I don't know.
5 million. Let's say 10 million.
5
both
million,
of them.
yeah.
So both of them are 10 million. Okay, let's say we want to do those two. Bakayoko is still another year loan, and Diaz still another year loan. So we don't really need to spend money on that. Okay, so now let's say we have 60 million to spend, plus the revenue of the Champions League, plus the revenue of Casa Milan. That's enough money to get three pieces that you're talking about.
I mean, I don't know if
Exactly.
you guys heard it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna finish this point. I mean, it's not even like talking about 70, 80, 90. You can get two players, each one for 35, 40, you know? That can be really, really, really good names. It's not all about, you know, getting blah. There are many good players in the world. You can spend 40 million on a player, 40, 40, 40, you know, and you can elevate the team. And we have a great foundation. We have great youngsters. All they need is the superstar, you know, kind of experienced names to take the team to the next level and also to elevate these youngsters, you know, and also to make them believe in the project that we have. The problem with the approach we are taking, sustainability and only thinking about top four, which I know is the realistic, but only thinking about
Oh
that,
my god.
you will see guys like Leao and these guys, they might think about leaving. Maybe they are already now. So better to spend the money that we're earning on some players to maybe challenge, to maybe be favorites for the Scudetto, to be a dark horse in the Champions League. You know what I mean?
Guys, come on.
I
Why
think we're
you not-
1 year away from that.
we are misunderstanding. We are misunderstanding what happening in the office and what's happening in the dressing room. In the dressing room, Pioli wants to win the Scudetto. Leao wants to win the Scudetto. Maldini wants to win the Scudetto. In the offices, Gazidis is making sure that if there is 11 injuries a month for the next 12 months, I finish top 4. That's what he's making sure, Gazidis. Gazidis is making sure that the worst season in terms of injuries, transfer market, refereeing, you still finish top 4. That's what Gazidis is making sure. Maldini is making sure that if you get the best season, everything goes right, you win the league. It's a range. You don't work on a target, detailed target. You work on a range. Worst season, you finish top 4. Best season, everything goes well, you win the league. That's how it works. And slowly, that gap, that range, you get shorter and shorter. Worst league, you finish second. Normal league, you win it. But it takes time. Our disgrace was that we finished from 7th to 2nd the year after. Thanks to Pioli, to these guys that overachieved, that they gave everything in the pitch. And now we are piece of shits that want more and more and more. We don't look us in the mirror and say, shit, we are asking too much now.
We made top
We are
four, so
asking too
now
much.
for the next 10 years, we can do whatever. We reached top 4.
No, it's not that. But you guys are already signing out the ownership, saying, no, these guys don't care. They don't want to win the league.
And no one is signing. Everyone is signing the ownership, not the management. The management.
Don't sign off the ownership. Don't sign off the. That's
Stop,
what I'm saying.
Stop with this bullshit, man. We got Pioli as a guy to hold the place until Ragni comes. What management are you talking about? We got Pioli as to fail, so we could remove him and Maldini together. You talk to me as if everything was planned. Like, what are you talking about? Like, do we not follow Milan? We follow Milan, man.
I follow Milan as well.
The fact that we are where we are here is a really good job from Maldini and his staff that has nothing to do with the way that the management works, and luck, man, and luck that the last bullet that we had in the Russian roulette hit and killed the bad guy, and we got somehow Pioli, a coach that everyone hated when he came, he somehow got the jackpot and started the machine running. We had zero idea what to do. So don't talk now as if everything was planned. They knew it. They hit the jackpot there, and they hit the jackpot with Maldini.
Listen. They hit the jackpot, and probably you're right. The fact that a lot of things went well, because I believe in luck. You don't believe in luck. I believe in luck. So we had a lot of things that went well. But still, the management is consistently putting money on this club. They are putting consistently every summer. They're putting money. Apart from the summer of the COVID, that they put less money. They put like 30 million, but they put 70 million the last summer. And the summer when Leao, Teo Hernandez, and all the other guys came, they put another 70 million. So, and I'm sure next summer they're gonna put another 70 million. And if they put every fucking summer 70 million, I don't even care. They put more and more. Just put 70 million every summer and keep the good players.
The summer before that they didn't though. They put 10 million.
Yeah, because COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the thing I hate the most. That we are judging some people in extremely unusual situations. We're not judging them in a normal situation, and still they are achieving the results. So that's the thing. Let's see when they get like a fucking normal 2 years in a row. The normal 2 years in a row.
Okay, let me ask you this. Next summer, what do you expect Milan, the club, to do in the transfer window? Like as a fan, as someone who knows the club, which I'm not saying you don't, of course you do. But what do you expect Milan to do in the next summer transfer window? To close the gap, to close in the range.
I think, okay, Botman is going to get bought. 30 million.
Yeah.
Between 30, 35 million. I think we're going to buy a striker. 30, 40 million striker, and we're gonna go for a bunch of loans. Of course, maybe renew the guy Florenzi, keep of course Kalulu, send Gabbia on loan maybe, depending on hearing what condition he is. And what else?
Don't forget, Loret, there's big talk regarding Sanchez, man. Actually, it looks like it could happen.
Yeah, but the Sanchez deal is is a 20 million deal. You know, you can pay that in different ways. You can pay that, but the big signing I think is Botman and a striker. Sanchez is gonna come. Is something extra. They're gonna pull off the money in a different way. So it's not. I think Sanchez is the budget of the previous year. I really believe Sanchez is being done when Kessie didn't want to renew. When Kessie didn't accept the 6 million, 5 million now, whatever we offer him, they went and talked and they bought Sanchez. So they just and Sanchez is gonna play with Diaz as a number 10 a lot of times. So it's not that. So I think Botman and a striker. So around 30 million Botman, 40 million a striker, something like that.
Which I would be happy with. But
all about the right wing, guys? Any ideas?
In my opinion, right wing is gonna be a classic deal. You know, I don't know, something like on loan or something on loan with option to buy. Some young kids, maybe some promising young kids, something like that.
I have the same feeling that's not going to be a big signing. I agree.
Well, a big striker. I think a big striker, 40 million striker.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be. Botman looks like it's almost done deal for the summer, and then Sanchez. I think that's. I have about 70%. I would say I'm about 70% sure that he's going to come to Milan, and then. Big striker in terms of like big striker, but somebody to replace Zlatan. So I don't know, like what do you guys think about this Serbian kid that we just got?
I really don't know what to think. I don't trust YouTube highlights, you know. He can be a good talent, but unless I see him performing, I mean, he's definitely an upgrade over Pellegrini. I mean, just the fact that he's going to be playing, that's an upgrade. Hopefully, I don't jinx it. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I really hope he does well, but it's a big gamble, you know, especially in a team fighting for Scudetto, needing a striker in January.
I think for me, this is just my opinion. Nothing else. If we can get Sanchez, Botman, Belotti on the free, and pay the big money for the Bernardeschi, I would like to see those four players next year. Milan. Botman, Sanchez, Belotti, and Bernardeschi. No, Berardi. Sorry, Berardi. Berardi, Belotti, Sanchez, and Botman.
I mean, that would be like a perfect summer campaign, actually, to be honest, if we get those four players. And probably they're going to resign. I agree. They're going to probably keep Florenzi, but we do need a backup for Theo, man. I'm sorry, Ballatore, nothing against the guy. Seems like
that's a good argument.
He's not. I'm sorry, guys. He's not even good enough for backup. Sorry. Like let's just send him somewhere on a loan. Just keep him around, but not in Milan team. Just get him out of the team, let him play somewhere else.
I wanna add something on that point. If Diego Dalot is not renewing with Manchester United, he can come for free to Milan next summer.
Is
To
his
be
No,
honest,
I
contract
think
expiring?
I've been watching a lot of United, and he's basically a starter now in Wan-Bissaka's position. So I think he's gonna renew for sure.
But hold
I'm
on,
not
though.
sure
Hold
about
on,
that.
because
I'm not sure.
he had a great time at Milan. He loves Milan.
Yeah.
He loved Milan.
I'll say something that some people might not like it, but I'm not the biggest fan of him.
No, he's better than Balotelli, man.
As a
Well,
backup,
I mean,
he's
yeah,
perfect
if
as a backup.
you put it this way, man, of course he's better, but I don't know, man.
Well, I
Let's
mean,
look at some other options, and if there's no options, maybe. But
He can also play right back, left back, so that could be a plus for us.
Dalot, are you talking about Dalot?
Yeah, he can play both right back and left
No,
back.
I think it'll be a big upgrade from Balotelli. I mean, I don't
For sure, yeah.
But I don't think he's been playing more and more in Manchester United, guys. Like he's not sitting on the bench all the time. So let's
Yeah.
be honest. I think he probably will stay in Man U.
Yeah, he's gonna renew
Nah.
for sure.
When does his
He has
contract end? Do you guys know?
his contract ends in 2020 summer 2023.
Okay.
And I think doesn't matter. Is Manchester United. Manchester United is doing really bad, and his his agent is George Mendes, and that's not even a problem. It's not even a problem. Manchester United at this moment.
How about that kid from Bologna, that Scottish kid on the left? Is he a left back?
Hickey, yeah.
I honestly would take him before Dalat anytime, man. I really like what I saw. Like I watched a couple Bologna games, more than a couple actually. Like for sure highlights. And I liked how he's playing. He can be developed into something special too, man. This guy with the right approach. And he has that fighting attitude. He'll fight to the end too, so which I like a lot. I'm not saying Dalat is a bad guy or a bad player, but I think there's better options than Dalat.
Yeah, but they cost.
Yeah, man. But to be honest, we tried, we saw, and
Well, what about this guy that was playing for Empoli? He's a winger, and he is quite offensive.
Parisi.
Parisi.
oh yeah, he's
really
pretty good too, man. Actually, and he's gonna be on a cheap option. I don't think he's gonna go for super a lot of money.
Parisi is really good, man.
And I think we have a good relationship with Empoli, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I think the major signing is gonna be striker and a center back, and going to sell some players like Hauge. Maybe we're gonna get that 12 million or whatever, 15 million.
Are they staying in Bundesliga?
I don't know, but we can sell him in another team, man, for 15 million.
Yeah,
The
he
economy is going up.
doesn't have. Unfortunately, he doesn't
Guys,
have.
Frankfurt is going to stay in Bundesliga. They're not going to relegate. Frankfurt is not a relegation team. It's a mid-table team.
So they're gonna buy him for 12 million. That's
They
fine.
have to buy him, yes.
That's
So we're
good.
gonna
I
get
mean,
12.
that's how. What's the capital gain on that? Do you guys know?
12 million is how much they have to pay. We bought him for 4. So direct.
We already got 2 years amortization.
Yeah, man.
So
Actually, it's almost we're gonna get the whole amount.
The whole thing. I think it's going to be around 10 million.
yeah, so 10 million.
Which is
we're
good.
getting 10 million from Auge. We can get another. Maybe we get some money from Balotelli.
But even just with Hagwe, you can just buy the players that you want to keep on loan. Florenzi, and if you want Messias. And that's it.
Yeah.
And now you have all this other money that you can spend on whatever player you want.
Exactly. You get a Renato Sanchez, Botman, and a striker, a 30 million striker, 40 million striker.
Guys, is Kyer gonna be returning like around July or something like that?
Yeah, Kier is gonna do the preseason. The preseason.
Yeah, we definitely miss that guy, man, in defense. He just brought the calmness in that back line, definitely. I'm not saying they've been playing horrible, no, not. But we also missed Tamori, man. But I have to say, man, I'm so impressed with Kalulu, man. What a like for his age. Yeah, he still makes some mistakes, but man, that guy has some potential, man. Potential, big time, big time. I'm very happy about that, actually.
But I'm struggling to identify his main position to be a center back or a right back, to be honest. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what his best position is.
You know what I like about him? I like his confidence at his age. He's very confident dude, man, and that it shows. Like, even though he, as I said, he does make some mistakes, but for his age, under pressure, he's doing a pretty good job.
I also would love for Romagnoli to renew his contract, to be honest. I would be happy if he does that.
I like Romagnoli. I'm one of few people here that kind of not, I guess, maybe defended him. I'm not sure about that, but I've never been against him. So, like, if they can come up with the deal, I'm okay with him staying for sure. No problem. Because he's a good squad player, like when we need him, we can just slide him in, because people will get injured. We all know that, especially in Milan.
And he has shown loyalty. He has shown loyalty towards AC Milan.
One of the issues with Romagnoli is that he is in a stage in his career where he could get a better contract than what he is getting, and that could be his last big contract because he is 27, 28. This could be your last big contract. So I don't think it makes sense for him to stay at Milan. I think he's going to leave.
Another thing about Romagnoli. Romagnoli is playing for AC Milan, and not bad. And the national team, he signs for Juventus and he plays 3 minutes.
Alles klar, danke dir.
He's gonna get called by the national team. To play for Milan, about it. So.
Is it just me or Lauret is like breaking up?
No, I think Larry, you're breaking up like crazy, man.
Yeah, now it's you, Lauret. We changed the positions now. Now your internet is kind of breaking up. But guys, I want to also say that regarding like Kalulu, I think the best part about him, like somebody's mentioned it here, that the guy can play like central defender and the right back if needed.
Yep.
Like to cover up, Calabria, because we all know Calabria is great, but he does have the tendency to get injured at least once or a couple times a season. So perfect. In Kalulu so far, knock on the wood, he hasn't been injured, correct?
No,
I don't
he's
think he had
good.
any injuries
No
so
injuries.
far with us.
Yeah.
This
And-
knock in the wood,
Huh?
the knock in the wood doesn't work, man.
It works, bro. I'm from Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
It always works, man. Trust me, man.
It's not working for AC Milan.
No, like just give some faith, man. Like you like right away, it's so quick to judge, man. Just give some faith, bro.
Maybe.
Oh man, this is funny, man.
Guys, what do you think of this name? This is actually not a bad idea. We should have gotten Milik this season. Like, what about Milik? Would you get him now for a patch-up striker until the end of the season, and then just go for someone else in the summer?
I don't trust his injury record, and at Milan we have a specialty for players getting injured. I haven't really followed him this season at Marseille, but I guess he's doing well. But any player with an injury history, I would never think of getting one.
I don't know, man. I know I have my player for the attack.
Broja.
Regarding
man.
Milik, guys, I don't know, man. I've never been a big fan of the guy, so I'm happy we never really got serious about the guy. Never been a big fan. I would actually take Zilic from Napoli. Out of those two Polish guys, I'll take the midfielder first.
Zelinski?
Zelinski, yeah. And Zilic, not Zilic.
Yeah,
Zelinski.
Zelinski is a good player, man. That's a really good player.
That guy, I would take in a heartbeat, man, if we had an option. For sure.
Yes.
Not even.
That'd be a great player for AC Milan.
But Milik, nah, man. He can play in French league. For him is the best. That's where he belongs.
Which Napoli player that plays in their 11 would you not bring to AC Milan? Are there any really?
Not bring.
Yeah.
Patanga. No, wait.
No,
he's
no,
not
no.
a starting
First team.
Oh, first team.
Like Osimhen. Would you replace Osimhen with any of our of I guess Ibra? Would you replace Osimhen with Ibra?
Oh, Osimhen comes into our team as the main guy. I would love Osimhen to come.
But would you
To be
replace
honest.
him with Ibra?
At this point,
In
man.
2022, yeah. 2010 Ibra, no, but 2022 Ibra, yeah, to be honest.
Everybody knows my opinion that Ibra so far, no, man, he is being below par. Like, to be honest, and and people that know me, they know that I love Ibra, man. Like, I love the guy, but I have to be honest, he has not been playing him. Even last season, he was so much more sharp, more. I mean, he still does his job, but it's just like he's off, man. You can
Okay,
see
so
it.
it's a cold no.
To
Like,
replace
you would-
Ibra with Osimhen, man.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All
Right now.
So
I'll
what
take him.
about? Okay, so Osimhen would be, according to both of you guys. Larry, what about you?
I think Laura is already like writing down the contract, writing it out.
his mic is muted. Okay, so would you substitute Leao with Insigne?
No,
You would
No,
keep
no,
Leao.
no, no way.
no,
Yeah, yeah,
no way. Fuck that little midget, man.
What about you, Steve?
Excuse me, didn't mean to say it that way, but yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I mean, I wouldn't. People think I'm crazy here.
Guys,
but
just yes or no, because we have to go through all the players. We don't have to talk.
Yeah,
Just
sure,
yes.
sure. No way, no. Leao stays. Leao stays.
Leao stays. Okay. Zelinski, Brahim Diaz.
Zelinski.
Diaz, because I still have faith in him. I still think his quality.
Okay. On the other side, Lozano or Salamakers?
Oh fuck, man. Yeah.
Or Mertens or Napolitano, because they're all starters.
Mertens or Napolitano. They are on the right wing, correct?
Yeah.
It's
It's either Lozano, Mertens, Napolitano, or one of Salamakers and Messias. Which one? Out of those five, who would you go for if you could?
I would go for Mertens because I loved him for many years personally.
Okay.
In this case, because of the age of Mertens, I would not go for Mertens. I actually would stick with the Salad Maker.
Really?
Long term, because I'm
Wow.
thinking long term.
I'm very surprised you said that.
I know, man, but I'm just thinking a little bit outside of the box. Mertens is 32, 31,
Okay.
32, 33 or something. He's getting there, man. He has maybe a couple years left at the most on a highest
I
level.
agree with you. I would keep Salamakers out of those players too. I agree.
I don't
with you.
hate Salamaker, man. Like, I actually like Guy a lot. Like, I do.
So far, Osimhen is the striker. Leao is left wing. Zelinski is in the middle, and Salamakers is on the right. So it's
Yeah.
even so far. Okay.
So
All right.
far, yeah.
What about the double pivot? Tonali or I guess Fabian Ruiz?
Tonali, man.
Tonali, of course. Tonali, of course.
I think so. Tonali too. I think so as well. All right. What about I guess who is our other pivot that you can
This year?
consider first?
Benacer?
Benacer Kessi, or Fabian Ruiz, Anguissa, or whoever they have. So I guess those
No.
four.
Midfield stays Milan, man. No Napoli.
Yeah, I agree.
Stays Milan.
Yeah,
bro.
I
So
agree.
Benacer.
Benacer, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree as well, actually. If I really think about it, I definitely agree. All right. On the left, I think it's no discussion. Theo Hernandez. I don't even know.
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
This is no. There's no even close, man.
A central midfield. Center D. You know, I mean,
Tomori
Tomori, Kjaer,
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly, or that's it, really.
Tomori and
I think-
Koulibaly, man, would be the freaking destroyers, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Tomori
think we
Koulibaly,
can
yeah.
all agree on that. Tomori, Koulibaly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now the last position. Well, not the last position. On the right, Di Lorenzo or Calabria.
Calabria any day, man.
I agree.
Yeah. Although Lorenzo has been quality this season, Calabria is still.
Bro,
Better
Calabria, I will support him until I die, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
for sure.
I think we're being pretty objective here, guys. We're being objective here. And what about
Mhm.
Mike Magnan or Ospina or Meret?
No discussion. No. No
It's no
discussion. here.
discussion, right?
That's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's not even. We should not even bring up those two other names, man. Like, I'm sorry, no disrespect to them, but come
So-
on, man.
So pretty much the team that we have is Magnan, Theo Hernandez, Tomori, Koulibaly, Calabria, Kessi or Benacer, Tonali, Leao, Zelinski, Salamakers, and Osimhen. It's only 3 Napoli players.
And you know, though, man,
Yeah.
if we had a team like that, oh man, trust me, you'll
Yeah, I'd
be
definitely be
destroying a
going
lot
for
of teams, man. A lot of teams.
Yeah, if there were 3 players that I guess I don't know about Osimhen, Ibra. It's difficult. There's the sentimental value.
Man,
In
like
the-
I'm the biggest Ibra fan, man. Like Roy, you have to understand. I'm like since before he even joined Milan, I was his fan. So for me to say sorry, Ibra, you gotta go, it's huge for me. But I'm also have to be objective about it and be like honest too to myself. Ibra is done. He had a great career. He needs to hang up his boots, get into coaching, and do his thing, man. He just. It's something is off. I don't know if you guys noticed that too or not, or it's just me noticing all these things. But he's off. He's not
He's
the
40. He's 40, man. Like he doesn't have much left, you know. It's only natural.
41, man, and he has a lot left as a human being, man. Don't say it like this.
No, as a
As a
human
football
being, he's
player.
gonna continue his thing, man. I'm just saying, as a starter for Milan, I would rather have Osimhen, man. If we had that choice.
Guys, if we did the same game with Inter, what would it be like?
Well, like right now, let's say with that squad that you were just named,
Yeah, Handanovic, Magnan. Who are you going to get?
oh
Magnan.
man, Magnan all the way. Even though Handanovic is
Yeah.
a good goalkeeper, man. Don't get me wrong. Like he's a
Yeah.
fucking beast.
But it's already a little bit more competition than it was before, right? I would
Yeah,
argue.
yeah.
Yeah.
He has some moments. He has brilliant moments, but he has a lot of fuck ups too. Like in the
Yeah.
beginning, especially. Yeah.
Now, the defenders, we know who the defenders are. Which 2 would you use out of all those defenders? You have Bastoni, you have Kjaer, you have De Vrij, you have all the Inter Skriniar, you have Kjaer.
I will
you
only
have
take
Tomori.
Skriniar out of all of the Inter players in defense. All of them. I mean, fullbacks and central backs.
Theo, Calabria, Skriniar, Tomori. So, what about you guys? Agree with that?
I think Tomori starts with De Vrij. Tomori De Vrij.
Same. De Vrij is more thoughtful than Skriniar. Skriniar is amazing as a defender, physical and everything. But we have the physicality with
Skriniar,
Tomori.
like he fit to me. He just fits better in Milan.
And let me ask you guys: is Kjaer better than De Vrij?
I personally don't. I think they're approximately the same, but I think De Vrij is a bit better due to his age. And
So
yeah.
basically, the defense would be Tomori, De Vrij, right?
yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the right. You have Calabria, or who do they have on the right? They have
Dumfries?
Damian, they have
Dumfries. This season, you have to say Dumfries. Dumfries lately has been crazy good. I would go Dumfries. This season.
No, never.
Over Calabria?
Never.
This season. Only this season. I would go Dumfries.
No, I
don't
respect
know.
your opinion, but no. Hell no, man.
I think Dumfries has been amazing, but I will always choose Calabria because he's more a defender than Dumfries.
Yeah, I agree with. Okay, so I agree with Calabria. So I got it's 3, so Calabria wins there. All right, what about on the left side, Theo Hernandez or Perisic?
Theo, of course.
Theo is the best left back right now in Serie A, so there's no competition against him.
Yeah, I think the Perisic thing is also a little bit not completely fair. What about you, Larry? What do you think?
I mean, you can say Theo Gozen if you want to make it a bit projected the future.
Right, exactly.
And
If it's actually, let's play that game. If look, the newspaper said that is pretty much done deal. They're just at details. So what is it going to be? Theo Hernandez or Gosens?
Theo
I
Still
will,
Theo for me.
I will still go for Theo. Same reason, because Gozen is less. I know Theo is not so defensive, but Theo knows how to play on the defensive four. He does it at the end. He does it well.
And he's our third captain too.
So yeah, Theo. And when I choose these players, is just to show how happy I am in this position with my team. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean Gozen is not good enough or is not the
Good
level
player,
of
man.
Theo.
He would
Exactly,
be
amazing player.
Yeah, he's an amazing player.
I'm
He
just
would be
happy in
great
that
backup.
position we have that player.
Guys, I agree with. I will go with Theo as well. I'll go with Theo as well.
How
Out of
you
all of
cannot
them.
love that little diva, man? He's a little diva, but I love him.
So far, the defense is all Milan. Magnan,
Yes.
Tomori, Skriniar, the Inter. Then it's Calabria and Hernandez. I think Calabria, the Inter fan will probably say Dumfries over Calabria.
Of
But
course,
anyway,
they will say Dumfries, man.
What about the midfield? So we have Benacer, Kessi, Tonali, and they have Barella, Brozovic, Çalhanoğlu, Vidal. I guess those are the four players.
Hey, wait, they don't have the double pivot though.
Yeah, which
Yeah, so
formation are you
let's
gonna
just
play?
pick two. Let's just pick two.
Barella, man. For me, the only player from their midfield is Barella that I'll take.
Tonali Barella.
Oh, holy shit, that would be destroying, man.
What about
Yeah.
Barella, Brozovic?
No.
Tonali isn't to be dropped from any team.
I'm honestly, guys, I'm not disrespecting Brozovic. Like, I think he's a great player, but no, not for me.
I will play Tonali Barella because Barella has that type of football that he goes forward and Tonali stays.
He's very creative, man.
Pioli likes that, so Barella can be the guy that goes forward. That's the thing.
Yeah, I agree. Barella, Tonali is the best one for sure. What about attacking midfielder? Diaz, Çalhanoğlu. Wow, we're back here, guys. Everything comes back.
Everybody knows the answer on this one.
I'll go for Diaz. I'll go left, Leao. Right. On the right, I'll put. Oh shit! They don't have any. I'll put Perisic on the right. If I can, I put Perisic or I put Rebic on the right. But let's say Perisic, and striker Lautaro Martinez. That's my combined 11. So De Vrij, Barella, Lautaro, and Perisic, or Dumfries if you want to put a guy on the right that pushes a lot. One of them. So 4 players. 4 players for Inter and 7 for Milan.
Right, and the Interista would do a completely different thing. It is true. What Red John says. The Inter fan would probably say Theo, Skriniar, De Vrij, and Dumfries.
No, they will put Bastoni always.
Oh, Bastoni, right?
They jerk off with Bastoni's pictures.
No, they will take Theo, man, like there's no tomorrow. I can tell you that much already.
They will take Bastoni instead of Skriniar.
Yeah, exactly. They will put Theo, Bastoni, De Vrij, and Dumfries.
Yeah. You know what? Offensively, I would also go with Leao. Çalhanoğlu over Diaz. I would choose Çalhanoğlu over Diaz. And then on the right, I'd go with Messias. And up top, I will go with Lautaro Martinez.
Leao stays. Everybody knows that on the left. There's no competition for him. The central attacking midfielder, man. Fuck Çalhanoğlu, man. I'm being biased on this one, so just bear with me. It's Diaz this time. On the right, I'll actually stick with Salamaker, man. And as a forward, unfortunately, Zlatan is done. So I'll probably have to choose Lautaro Martinez.
For me, I would go with two strikers. I would go with Dzeko and Lautaro. And on the wings, I would go with Leao and I don't know, Dumfries or Perisic.
How about the central attacking man?
There is no need to if you're gonna play a 4-4-2, for example.
Oh, you're playing 4-4-2, man. Okay, man.
Yeah.
I don't know who else plays the 4-4-2 nowadays, but okay, man. I had to give you
Because
a
you
hard
have to-
time, man.
Because this season you have to include Dzeko and Lautaro. This
No,
season
I
they've
get you,
been
man. I just have to
excellent.
give you a hard time, man.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Oh, so you will change the formation?
Yeah,
I
just
thought
to
we
put
were sticking with
Dzeko
the
and
same
Lautaro.
formation, but hey, if that's the case, that's fine. That's fine.
No, man,
Yeah,
it's
the
not
striker
fine. What is
department,
this?
guys, we are definitely it's
What about guys
must.
Pioli, Simone Inzaghi?
Pioli.
Pioli all my life.
I'll go with Pioli. Yeah.
All right, Pioli, Mourinho.
Pioli.
Everybody
I
says
mean,
Pioli.
listen. The thing is, are you talking right now or overall? Like that's what I'm.
No, right now.
Yeah,
Overall
right now.
doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Overall doesn't exist.
Pioli from Mourinho.
Pioli, Gasperini.
Pioli.
At this point, Gasperini always choked on the big teams, so Pioli, man.
I would
Even
go
though
with
I like
Gasperini.
Gasperini, but whatever.
You will go with Gasperini, huh? Why would you go with
Not me,
Gasperini?
man. Pioli, man.
The way he revolutionized Atalanta and with very minimal spending, always kept them afloat and going further into the Champions League. You can't knock him away for that.
How many years it took them, man?
Well, it's with Atalanta, a small team. You know,
That's
they
what
didn't
I'm
do it with a
saying.
great big team.
They gave him time to develop the way he wanted to develop the team. Obviously, that's the benefit you get when you coach a small team. There's no high pressure, and we need things now. We need to stay here all the time. You know what I mean? Like the brand, all those things. And Gasperini does not have balls. When he goes to big teams, he chokes. Like for him, Atlanta, I think that was his destiny. That's for him is the best fit ever. Everything just falls in the right places for him.
Well, yeah, but I always respect a coach that with this type of spending, with this type of formation, organization, always seems to does well.
Hey, man,
every season.
I'm not trying to no, don't take it like as an I'm trying to argue, man. No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
I like Gasperini a lot, man. Don't get me wrong, but just looking back at the history and knowing his resume, so to say, the guy choked a lot of times, and he finally found his team. Sometimes that's what it takes, and he found his team, and it's beautiful. I'm very happy for him, honestly, because Ukrainian guy plays there, Malinovsky. That for me is very important, and he plays him pretty often, so I enjoy it. Actually, there was two Ukrainian guys. One moved to Spezia, Kovalenko. He's actually a pretty good player too. He plays in Spezia, and he actually became a regular player there.
I do want to say, I think it's fair to say that if Gasperini did what he did with Atalanta, but with Milan right now would be in a completely different league right now. They'd be way super advanced,
Roy, we could forget names like Juventus.
Like who?
If that was the case, man, because nobody would touch us with the prestige of the team that Atalanta did starting to have slowly now. But when he was there, their team was not prestigious. Everybody agrees to that. So now people want to come to Atlanta because of him, because of Champions League, stuff like that. But if he came to Milan and did that in the same period of time, like what he did with Atlanta at the same time, holy crap, man. I mean, Milan would be unbeatable, man.
Yeah. It would be top.
Real Madrid will be pissing in their pants, man. And shitting at the same time. Sorry for the visual, but.
And do you think Pioli can achieve the same thing with Milan?
You know what I think. I think what I like the most about Pioli is his people skills. He knows how to manage this group of people. They love him. There's not one player I think that hates Pioli in the team. Like he found approach to everybody. He gets that personal touch with everybody. Like, hey, you can see it even like when they talk, when they come over and after game, the way they hug, the body language tells a lot, man. They love Pioli, man, and that's super important. Like that's one of the most important things that
Like a father
rapport
figure.
between coach and the players. So and he became a little bit better tactically too. I think like he's not that bad. I mean, he still makes mistakes. Like who doesn't? But I mean, he's done the best job in the last 10 years. So I'm gonna always respect that.
Yeah, good points.
So, guys, who would you pick for the next season?
Who are
Yeah,
these players? I only know
Oh
one.
man, I already have a good idea. Like I have 2 players that I will take. Like realistic, even though one might be not realistic, but I think maybe
I'm talking about the picture here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Two out of those strikers.
You have 2. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I was happy with one.
No, I'm just saying, like realistically speaking, if we could choose between even one of those 2 that I have in my mind, that would be freaking amazing.
Which one you looking for?
And I'm also, guys, keep in mind, I'm being realistic too. So Belotti, I know for sure it's very realistic transfer. And Isak from Real Betis, the Swedish striker, man, I really like him. I liked him even from the Euros, man. He caught my eye. Those 2 guys.
So you will go for the Serie A and La Liga players, not for the Premier League.
No, not this time.
What about you, Roy? How are you feeling?
Well, so for me, the issue with this is that I'm not very familiar with the Premier League players. Now, I'm kind of going to go the route that Vasil went more on just what I think is realistic and what I think the opportunities Milan have is, of course, Belotti. Isaac, I don't see that being realistic. I think there's too much competition for Isaac for us. The only realistic one here.
Roy, I will just interrupt you for a second. The only reason I said that it is possible, let's put it this way, possible, there's a chance, because he is
Isaac?
Swedish and Zlatan, the influence of Zlatan. He's the king of Sweden, man. So if
maybe.
he tells you go there, I think he might have some weight on it, like truly to say. If Milan offers like good money too, like I'm not saying if Milan offers shit, of course he's gonna say like salary wise, let's say he'd say no, man, like I'm not coming here. Like if you offer me 2 million or 2.5 million, 3 million, this guy would have to earn at least 5.5, 6 million to come over to Milan, easy. If you want to get this Isaac guy, man, we have to pay him at least 6 mils, man.
Yeah, I think the competition is going to be steep.
Yeah, it's hard one, man. Like I agree with you. I'm not even like disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that there's still small chance. It's a harder one than Belotti, but there's better chance than those guys up top, those 3 ones. Forget about their salaries, their fees, man. Forget about it, man.
No, why? Tammy Abraham went.
Lewis, unless they're on the last year of their contract, which I don't know because I don't follow EPL that close.
Man, that's not true. Tammy Abraham went for 40 million. If they want to move outside the EPL, the price needs to go down. If it's not, Barcelona, Real Madrid, they need to put the price down, and the club has to accept that, like Chelsea did with Tomori. Tomori, if you sell Tomori in the EPL, you sell him for 50 million. But because Tomori wanted to leave the Premier League and move to Italy for AC Milan, they had to sell him at 30 million. So that's what happened if you're targeting one of these guys and you make a serious offer, you're gonna make an offer that is not a Premier League offer. That's the thing.
You know what? Sorry, Larry. You know what comes to mind when these players that play in the Premier League, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I get a feeling that the Premier League is a much better destination for them in general, life in England, etc., etc. So you have that, and the other issue is that there's a lot of English clubs that are probably looking at these players, very closely. And does Milan have the pull to beat the competition of the other EPL teams? I find that difficult. Well,
to explain one case at a time, for example, the guy on the left, Ollie Wilkinson, he's Ollie is playing for Aston Villa, which at the moment is having a good time in terms of money. So they are like, they don't feel like selling, but so he can go in a big club. He can go at Arsenal, for example. Arsenal can pay big money, and he wants to stay maybe around London, stay in England. But the other two are available because the guy in the middle, Broya, he is a Chelsea player, and Chelsea is not going to sell it to a direct competitor. And if the guy has a bit of ambition to play Champions League, to win some trophies, he's going to go outside England. That is my idea. So there is a chance you can do the Tammy Abraham type of deal and have it for 40 million, 35 million, whatever that price. And the guy on the right is Dominic Calvert-Lewin is targeted by Manchester United. Maybe is kind of the second choice of a lot of big clubs, but it never convinced the big club. So he can be like, I don't want to play for a club that is top 6, top 7, top 8, in England. I want to go and play Champions League football and go outside England. So they are a bit stopped by other big players. That's why they choose to go outside England to play Champions League football. And there's a good case. Players like Jude Bellingham, Jadon Sancho, Tomori, Tammy Abraham, they're making an example now. And a lot of people are kind of thinking like, shit, they're having fun, they're enjoying, they're scoring goals, they're becoming someone, and they're playing important football. So why not do it for us as well? So there is a chance. And the thing I like about the Premier League players, they don't get injured often. They are tough physically. They handle the high pressure. They are ready for the football Pioli likes. They are already prepared physically. We saw Tomori ready to go. He didn't need to train a lot to get the high press and all the high intensity football. So that's my point. That's my case. Saif, which one you like?
It's basically between two. If you would have asked me 1 year ago, I would have picked Calvert-Lewin, but he's been getting very injured lately. I would go with either Broya or Isaac. I think I like two big, tall, and fast target men. They would be perfect for our formation.
Yeah. I will go Broya because Juventus went Serbia. I'll go Albania straight away. I'll go straight away. I declare war straight away.
He's quality. He's very good.
No, I'm kidding. But Belotti, I will take two of them. I will take Belotti for free, Broya and Giroud. I have a three, a guy that is 23, a guy that is 27, and a guy that is 35.
Now that makes sense to me. That kind of something like that. Like if it's two of them, and you have Giroud, that makes sense. That can replace Ibra. One is not going to be enough to replace Ibra. Because if you want to replace Ibra, you have to get a super guy. So maybe with two of them, you can actually replace Ibra. So it is possible that Milan might get two strikers. It is possible. If Ibra doesn't renew, because we don't know that, guys. We don't know if Ibra is renewing yet. If he doesn't renew, the striker position is going to be the main focus.
I'm thinking that we're not going to renew Ibra. I was quite confident at the beginning of the year that we are going to renew and keep him as a third striker. But I feel like game-wise, football-wise, it's not working, man, with Ibra. Sorry, but it's not clicking. Ibra is at this, and he played a lot this season. He didn't have a lot of injuries. He played a lot, and yet he scored just 7 goals for the amount of game he had. 7 goals. It's done, man. This is his last season.
The funny thing is, I've been talking to myself for the last 3 minutes, man. Somebody muted me. At least could have told me that you guys muted me.
No, we didn't mute you.
No, somebody muted me.
Oh shit. Okay,
What?
go for it.
What's that? What happened?
No, I was
Somebody
just saying, like,
muted
I was like talking to
Vasilina.
myself, trying to say something, and I realized nobody's hearing me. Then I looked down, I was like, oh my god, I'm muted.
Oh, okay.
And then I know for a fact that I didn't mute myself. Anyways, that doesn't matter. In terms of like Zlatan, everybody knows my opinion. I already said it that the guy, unfortunately, I love him a lot, and I want him to stay in Milan system. But as a player, he needs to next season. He needs to leave the spot for a younger, better striker. He needs to realize he reached his football life. It's retirement now. Like he needs to retire, or if he wants to make more money, because of Zlatan and his image, he can go to somewhere to China, or I don't know. He already played in America, so he's not going to go back to America. Maybe where else in some Arabic countries they pay a lot of money. Maybe he'll go there for a year. But he's not going to contribute, or he's not going to be a game changer for Milan next season. That's for sure.
And 7 million is a lot. A lot
And
of
that's
wages.
a lot of money. Yes. If he lowers to like 2-3 million just to stay because he wants to stay in Milan, be backup, and he is okay with it, it's one thing. But if he wants, like another, I'll renew, but there's going to be another 6-7 million. No, bro. Like, sorry, man. Like, that's not realistic anymore.
Yeah. There is this sense that Ibra could be on his way out. There is a sense. I don't know.
He's done, man. He's 41. 41 is a lot of years.
Guys,
like at this age, every year you feel it.
The only way I could see Zlatan stay if he has like some kind of a breakthrough second half of like the last like 4 months of the competition. He just scores like 15 goals, maybe. The Milan manager, like Milan board, will be like, the big dogs will be like, okay, we can still use it to our advantage in a lot of ways, image rights, like marketing, stuff like that. Look at us, man, 40, almost to be 42 years old, but he's still kicking ass. It's a great story if you really think about it, but he's not doing it. So what's the point, man? Paying him 7 million? No, bro.
I just hope that he would leave us with a league title. It would have been iconic,
Yeah, man. Let's just say yeah, man, on that one. Not with the performance he's been giving us the last 3 months, for sure. Like last 3 months has been bad, man. Bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just fucking. There's only bad words come to my mouth right now.
It's just physically so slow, man.
Yeah, he's just even last year he had that quick, he had that, I don't know, he had that fire. This year he just like, I don't know, he lost that fire, man, like in him. It's not the same fire anymore. He still has that look, that crazy look in him, but that's about it. That's all he got. And I think he knows that he's screwing up, because you can see how disappointed he looks all the time. He knows that he's missing shit. He cannot shoot anymore properly. He missed so many penalties, man. It's like, come on, bro. He used to be like the top notch. Nobody can like take his penalties. Now we have Kessie and Theo Hernandez take penalties. I mean, let's be honest.
He's going to get even worse next season. That's the thing. If we cannot start a guy that is gonna get worse next season.
Exactly. Like that's why I said if he says, listen, I love this club, I want to still stay for another year. Here's the deal. Pay me just 2 million, maybe some bonuses if I do pretty good. But I want to play another year for whatever, my personal achievement. I love the club, blah, blah, blah. If he does that for just like 2 million or something like that, okay. But 7 million? No, sorry, bro. That's not going to happen, man.
Does anyone know, by the way, the severity of his injury? Like how long he's going to be out?
I think he'll be back, man.
I think he's going to be back in the bench. Anyway.
And guys, the worst part is like, because we still have a little bit less than half season left, but about half season left, and we only got like the main striker. Our main striker is Giroud, and this new Serbian kid who would need a couple months to just adjust, not to say anything more.
And Rebic, hopefully.
I mean, we can play false nine. I mean, Rebic did decent job. He's not good at that too, man. We all know that. He's not. It's not his favorite thing, but he can probably do it if needed. But we truly need like a true number 9. That should be our goal. If we stick with the system, and if Pioli stays for another year, we all know that he's going to stick with the system. He's not going to change it, really. So we need a true number 9. And I mean, out of those 5 guys that I don't know if it's Roy or Laura put it up, you know, as I said, I do watch some British football. Like, I'm not an expert, but I definitely know more than maybe some Serie A fans. And out
More
of
than
those,
Roy.
yeah, definitely more than Roy for sure. Out of those 3 guys, like the Cameron Lewis, super, like he's actually a good striker, but his demands will be out of this world, so not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen.
He's good,
and he's England's national team player too, so he's not gonna go along with option to buy or shit like that. If he goes, his salary is gonna be pretty high. Like, if Milan is willing to pay it, that's one thing, all good. That's not gonna happen. In the middle, I think what's his name, Boja or Broja, something like that, isn't it?
Broja, yeah.
Broja. He's a Spanish guy. Is it Southampton? I think. What's this T-shirt? Man?
He's Albanian, man.
Oh, is he?
Look at the eagle, man, with his arm, with his.
Oh, okay, I got you, man. Okay, sorry, man. I mean, you talk to me like I'm Albanian, like, duh, man. Like, hey, man.
You should know, man.
Shit, bro.
He's
Anyway,
a Chelsea. He's a Chelsea player. He's a
a Chelsea player. Like, how much do you think he's gonna cost us? Let's see if we got serious about it.
40.
40. Shit. I have to watch him, man, before I make any judgment. The other guy from Aston Villa, I've seen him play. He's pretty good. And he seems like he's pretty young too, if I'm not mistaken. So he could be an option.
Yeah, 24, 25. So
I have
he's
official news, guys.
Huh?
You have an official news.
I have official news. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Vlahovic is a Juve player, yeah?
No. Anthony Martial is officially a new player of
Sevilla.
Sevilla.
That's not that's old news, man.
Of what team?
Sevilla.
Oh, good for him.
Not for them.
Martial, man, he's just one of those guys, like the guys that have swinging moods. Like today he's good, tomorrow not good. That's Martial, man. It's like on a good day he's amazing, on a bad day he's a fucking pile of shit. That's what he is.
Yeah, he's gonna do well in Spain.
I mean, as I said, on a good day he's a superstar, man. That guy can do some stuff, but bad attitude, bad day, forget about this guy, man. Like, not gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
So
Guys,
Saturday, medical visits for Vlahovic. Saturday.
What do you mean? It's not too late for the medical Saturday.
No, it's not too late, man.
It's okay, Wednesday. Thursday,
Yeah, man. No. It's still enough time, man.
And guys, there are journalists on Gazzetta dello Sport saying per me l'acquisto di Vlahovic vuol dire una cosa, Dybala lascerà la Juve. They think that Vlahovic coming to Juventus means Dybala is leaving.
Okay, let's take Dybala to our team then.
That would balance things up, I think.
Because honestly, this is again what's gonna, like, that's what I was talking about. Juventus is getting back, and I know people brought it up. Hey, they've been in Champions League, they've been winning. Yeah, I get all of this, but they've been always doing this shit, not just in the last 10 years. They always buy the best players in Serie A. Anyways, I don't want to start that whole conversation, but everybody knows my opinion about fucking Juventus. But this is some I hope that Dybala stays in Serie A because he's super fucking talented player, man. Super talented. And I don't think he's been appreciated to the level that he's supposed to be in Juventus. That's my personal opinion. He deserves better than that.
I would would you be happy to replace Ibra with Dybala? So 7 million, right, goes to Dybala plus maybe let's say I guess maybe we have a little bit more money, so we can use it for wages. So the 7 million that you're gonna give to Ibra, you give it to Dybala plus maybe 3 million or 2 million plus 2 million or 1 million or 1.5 plus bonuses. Would you do that?
How old is it, Dybala, right now? I just want to know his age, though.
I think it's
29,
28,
28, 29.
And he plays like what, central midfielder, kind of attacker.
ACM. He's an attacking midfielder. He's like a second striker. His best position will probably
He can be a first striker as well.
He can be a
depending on
first
what type of
striker.
game you want to do, you know.
He will be definitely, man, because of his experience and knowledge. I'm sorry, even though I love Brahim Diaz, but he will be upgraded to Brahim Diaz. Big time.
I want to just start this thing and tell everyone to don't even think about Dybala because he's gonna sign for Inter. So don't even think about Inter.
Inter?
Inter seems to
Yeah.
be the team that is going to sign him, yeah, because of Marotta, and that is a possibility for sure. That is the
So-
most likely thing.
Or is it the same Marotta that used to run, or his relative or something? Marotta from the Calpiocio from 2006?
No.
Same
no,
Marotta?
no. Marotta is
you-
the guy that ran Inter and he used to run Juventus before. Florent is in. What do you want to say, Florent?
Hey, I was listening to you guys this whole time, and I found myself agreeing with Vasil a lot.
Thanks, man.
About
Finally,
about
man.
what? About what? He said a lot of things. Like, which one?
Well,
exactly?
it's been like an hour and a half of listening, but I don't know. I felt like I called myself agreeing with him about some player comparisons and stuff. But for next summer, if we get Botman and Sanchez, I think we're gonna be pretty good as a team. And if they resolve the striker, because Giroud at this age and Eva are like practically done. So if you get any striker that is not a superstar but a little better from what we have now, I think we're gonna be a pretty good team. Not to go to like unrealistic signings, because Sanchez seems like it's not far from us. It seems like Milan is favorite to get Sanchez right now. Botman, let's take that deal is done already. I think the team is gonna round out pretty well.
You know,
Sorry,
ahead, man.
Vasily.
Go ahead.
Who is Larry?
You, no, he's
You're
saying
Larry,
you.
bro. You're Larry nowadays, man. Lauren. So don't
Oh,
worry about it.
okay. Just
You're in America now, man. Forget about it, man. Forget about it, man. Like they say in New York, forget about it.
I'm from New York. Forget about it. Yeah, man.
about
I'm always right. I'm always right. Even if you got my name wrong, I'm always right.
But
Larry
you,
is
you
always
were
loves you
more
here, bro.
you were more convinced Vlahovic would have come to Milan, though.
Yeah, that's true. Not more convinced, but I thought we had a chance. You know, we had a chance to actually try to compete. But I always thought that Juventus had that something more.
Let them take Vlahovic, guys. Just take it easy. It does not mean
No,
that
no,
this
no,
guy's
it's,
gonna play fucking like he played in Fiorentina, man. Everybody, we all know stories like that. That guy was
Juventus
superstar at
doesn't
one
have a
team,
midfield.
moved to another, and boom, that's it.
Yeah,
Done.
no, it's not this story, man. It's not gonna be
I
this story.
probably you're right about it. Like I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, like let's all not get like all hyped up, like oh shit, that's it, man. Vlahovic, he's gonna.
No. I'm fine. I'm happy if we got one of those five guys here. One of them. I'm really happy. No, I want to say, but I was right on something that I had to fight 2 hours and a half against Anwar and Nathan.
You always fight with Nathan, no matter what, man. So
Because I'm always right, and they don't wanna admit it.
you know, guys, I have to tell you something, Laura. Sorry to interrupt you before I forget. You know what I've
It's an
noticed here,
important
man? It's people sometimes try to be like, who has the bigger balls, man? It's like sometimes it's not about who has the bigger balls or who is louder, man. It's like, and that's just seems to me, that's my personal opinion from what I've seen, even on a fucking WhatsApp, man. It's like, it's just goes on and on and on and on, man. It's like, sometimes it's like, and I know Nathan is guilty of that too. And if he hears me, like if he was here, I will tell him the same thing.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go back to that thing. I
Yeah.
had a fight, a 2-hour fight with them, because my point was that if Milan wants Vlahovic, they need to make a serious offer in January, because the only moment you have a serious chance to buy Vlahovic is just in January. And they were telling me, no, that is not true. You have more chances to buy him in the summer. And I was telling them, listen, if you don't make a move in January, bigger fish, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern are coming in the summer, and they're going to get him. Because they're going to be in Champions League already. And Juventus knew that. I feel like they heard me, and they say, we need to make that move now in January, because if we don't make that move in January, we lose the kid to bigger clubs. We lose the kid to Arsenal, because Arsenal make it, goes to top 4, and they buy Vlahovic. So I was right even in that case. And they were saying, no, he's never going to move in January. Comiso's never going to sell in January and stuff like that. And see, I was right again.
You know, guys, you know what I've noticed about Comiso? It's there. I know Antonio keeps on saying on IFTV, oh, he's the best friend of Milan. No, he's not. Because he failed to buy Milan, and he's bitter about Milan. So fuck Comiso, man. Like, because we tried to buy some players and he just played hardball with us, and then he just gives in to Juventus. He sells Chiesa, and then he sells Vlahovic. Give me a fucking break, man. Seriously, man.
Yeah, he's trying to be friends with Juventus,
Guys,
so he can go top 4.
It's official.
Vlahovic, yeah?
It's official. Lazetic signs.
Oh, thank God, man. I was worrying all day today, man, if he gonna sign or not. And to be honest, man, this Lazovic kid, man,
he's already done the medicals. Everything is done. It's official.
Wait a second. Did you say Lazovic or Vlahovic?
Lazetic.
Oh, our guy, correct?
Yeah,
man.
You know what, man? When I saw him, for his age, man, he fucking looks physically pretty strong, man.
Okay, I have a question. Guys. How many goals Lazetic is gonna score in the next 14 games?
0.
Do you think he's gonna play?
3.
0.
You say, Vasily says 3. Roy says 0. Come on. Mandzukic did 0, man. Come on, he's gonna do better than Mandzukic. Roy.
I literally believe 0, but I could be completely wrong about it. I'm just gonna say 0.
Do you think they're gonna give him a chance to play that much?
Yeah, he's gonna play.
Because when we have Pellegrini, we barely saw that guy.
Pellegrini's always been injured, man. That kid was not lucky, and I don't know what the hell they did. They bought him, and then they loaned him out to Torino. I guess that's preparation to get. Oh wait, Belotti is free on. It's his last year, isn't it?
Belotti is going to be free starting.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was some kind of move to get. No, okay, I got it. So then I guess Belotti, like if we approach him properly, he's gonna sign for us. That's done deal. Like he's Milan fan. Everybody knows that. We just have to show some real interest in him. That's it.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna share a video of Lazetic, all right?
Okay. No, Roy.
It'll be fine. Roy. It's fine.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Not saying that. But Florent, how many goals Lazetic is gonna score this season?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Honestly, I'll be.
You keep going if you want.
Yeah.
I'll be happy if he does 2 or 3.
No, but how many you think he's gonna do? I'm gonna be happy even if he does 0, man. My happiness is not connected to it.
This is like gambling. You it's hard to know, but I hope he does 10.
You've seen his videos or nothing?
No, I saw a lot of videos actually, but
so I'm talking about, let's say you are scouting in the scouting department of AC Milan, and you wanna, how many goals do you think he's gonna score? You can say 0. That's fine.
The first year, probably 0. Yeah.
The next 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know how fast can an 18 years old, get used to Serie A that fast and score goals to impress people. The
I
chances are
think
not that great.
I think he's gonna score 7 goals.
Well, that would be a W.
That
I
would
would
be
love
like
for that to happen. If that happens, I would love for that to happen.
Yeah, of course.
Rajon is still around, guys, and giving some positive thoughts. 0 because Pioli is not down.
So I said
think
0. You say 7.
Rajon, I
Vasil
say
said
7.
how many?
3. And I think Florent is like around 1 or 2. So let's go with the video, man. Let's enjoy this kid.
All right. Okay. So let's see. Look, I saw 30 seconds of it, and I'm still gonna stick with 0. And here we go.
You didn't see the 12 minutes video. There's a 12 minutes video.
No, but I want to ask you here. Look at this move he does here. Okay, this is a great move, right? This is a great move
For
that he does
a
here.
guy that is 2 meter tall.
And then, but this shot that he does here just looks like he needs to learn how to be coordinated.
He actually has a pretty good weak foot from what I saw. If he's a righty, his left is pretty nice.
Roy, what the fuck is this video, man? Why is they don't have a smoother video?
We're getting like a frame every 2 seconds.
Are you seeing it right? It looks good on my end.
No, it looks really bad, man.
Hey guys, I'll be back in 2 seconds, okay?
Is it not working properly?
Now it's working properly.
Now it's good, yeah.
No, but these are video. This is an old video, man.
You see, he has a good left.
But you can still tell about him. Still raw, right? You don't see that?
Yeah.
I think these are old videos, man.
But how old could they be? I mean, he's 18. These look pretty competitive.
No, he's too short here, man. He's too short here.
So you think this is like 16? He's 16, 15?
Yeah, it's 2 years ago, I think, I some of these videos.
But if they paid $5 million for this guy, that means that he shouldn't be that bad, Because $5 million for 18 years old are not little.
Yeah, but when Milan goes, if his price is 2, it becomes 5. It's the classic thing. If Salzburg goes, the price stays 2. There is a video, it's a 12 minutes video, and it's not one of these videos edited by these guys.
Well, this one would have done 3 days ago.
The way I see this guy, the best case scenario, he comes in like Pato when we bought a very young player.
All right, so here's a big beast. Let's see. So maybe these are more updated. Because here there's like a lot of people at the stadium.
Yeah, here is a more.
Okay, yeah, he's a beast. For being 18.
He's pretty big too.
Because this is a good example of playing in the bigger with adults, right? Just look at the stadium and compare it to the other stadiums in the other video. So if you look at, keeping in mind that he's 18 and look at the other players around him.
Yeah.
He's a big guy.
This is the Serbian league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a Serbian league. This is with the kids now.
A lot of talents have been coming from Serbia lately.
Yeah, this is with the academies. This is definitely not first league football.
That was a good finish, eh?
Yeah, weak foot.
Oh my God, he kind of does look like Vlahovic.
I think it's better. In terms of, I feel like he's more.
He's more agile.
Yeah, exactly. He reminds me more like a classic striker. Vlahovic is too, and he's a left foot Vlahovic. This guy is a right foot. I like that.
Okay, so this here was big on the big stage right here. I mean, that's a nice play.
Look at the way it turns. It turns good.
He's definitely got power, yeah? Forward power.
Yeah.
He needs just a little bit more refinement.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
seen that. He needs refinement. But look how big he is in compared to the other guys.
Yeah,
He
He's
reminds
only
me of
every
18?
tower is different.
Okay, so this is on a big stage, yeah, right here. Wow, nice touch.
He has a good touch, man. He
He's
reminds
like
me a lot. Body type reminds me a lot of Lewandowski when he was.
Yeah, I was
really
just gonna
young.
say that.
A same
This-
type of.
To be fair,
looks a
this looks
lot.
like a good signing, guys.
Believe me, he's gonna do 7 goals, man.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I think he's going to do. I think it depends how much he plays, but
He's
I'm
gonna play
seeing
Coppa
a lot of
Italia.
promise
Same.
in him. I'm seeing a lot of promise. Like
They
he's
play
from being
dark and
18, he's big. He's twice as big as everybody else.
And another thing is, when you buy a young striker like 18 from Italy, from Spain, you're not sure how strong he's gonna be physically. But when you buy a guy from Serbia, Bosnia, those countries, the thing that is the physicality is not missing. That's the last thing that is missing. So they're gonna handle the physicality of the Serie A. That's
I'm back, guys. Can you hear me?
yeah.
I had to step away. What do you guys talk, like something that I can chip in or not really?
Yeah, we're looking at this video, seeing the signing. Look how strong he is,
He's
man.
very strong. Man.
Is this the Serbian kid?
Yeah, and
playing-
he's 18. He's 18, man.
He's playing.
I
in
Yeah,
told
all
you
the
guys,
guys,
best-
this is a steal. This is a steal, guys.
I'm telling you guys, remember what I just said before I left? I said physically he looks fucking big for his age, man. Look at that motherfucker, man.
But he has good technique.
But that's that Eastern European style motherfucker, man. Those Serbians, Croatians, man, Polacks, man. They're all physically pretty strong people, man. Yeah, man. Look at that
he
shit.
knows how to use his body.
And
Yeah, he's already
maybe
exactly.
he is our Vlahovic, not like immediately, but maybe in three years or so, he could be even bigger than Vlahovic, man. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, Vlahovic at 18 was a different player, yeah. But this is very good, guys. Yeah.
Look at him.
Look, I like
He's holding off the ball like fucking Zlatan style, man. Look at that shit, man.
Nice
You
touch.
saw how good he stops the ball, man. You go back to this. Can you go back in that action when he comes the ball? If you can go back, yeah, it's perfect here. You're gonna see it. Yeah, stay
Like this one?
Hold on.
stay here. Play it because it's 30 seconds. Yeah, just play it. Let it play the next one. I see how the way he controls the ball straight away, ready to shoot. You know what I mean?
He is, man.
He's ready. He's controlling the ball in a way so he can shoot. He's already knows what to do with his body.
He's strong physically, and that's what we need, man. We need a striker like that, man. Good.
I don't even care. Yeah, go.
I can
Yeah,
see
you
him
saw-
play.
you saw
I
the
can see
control.
him play a couple games for sure this season, for sure. I don't know how
You
many.
saw
but-
Roy the control. The way he put the ball down.
Honestly, with the injuries.
Look
that Ibrahimovic getting-
Look this one. Bam. He's
Oh,
there.
that's
the ball.
him. That's him. I didn't notice. I was looking at the other player. Okay.
No, that was him in the white. Before that,
Yeah, white and red. That
Yeah, I was
crazy.
looking at the player in black. Okay, so let me see again.
look at that.
Look,
Look at
it's
that.
there.
Oh,
Boom,
yeah,
boom,
that's
Boom.
a great
boom.
stop.
With
And
all the
pass.
pressure of the
diagonal.
defender.
He's even got footwork here, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
does
very,
have a
very
good
good.
movement for his height, and he's like, yeah, he's strong motherfucker, man. Yeah,
I
I
think
like
if he
that.
got
Bam.
Pelagius chances, he would probably show.
I'm telling you, man,
If
he's
he's
gonna
ready
play
or
some
not.
games in Serie A for sure.
I hope so. I hope so.
You saw the control and turning straight away.
We can play him in some Coppa Italia games, you know.
He's gonna. Oh, I like that. You see, bam. No care for the defender. Controlling
Look
the
at that.
ball.
He just pushes them around, man, like little babies.
Look,
Boom.
Ooh, nice play.
He's like Torres.
exactly.
Yeah, he's kind of like that actually.
But he's bigger than Torres.
Oh, way bigger, man. For his age, 18 years old. Holy fuck.
What
You
should
know
the
he's gonna
referee-
still grow a little bit.
Guys, there is one thing I'm noticing though. I'm not seeing goals.
Well, because I told you the other video that shows the goals
Is this only
is the other.
skills?
I think this is just skills. The way he
It
controls the
says
ball, he stops the
fantastic
ball.
goals, aerials. If there's one thing that maybe I could be like, yo, where are the goals? You know?
He is big guy. I mean, he's like a Zlatan type player, man. I like it.
Oh man, you saw the control, man. He's like under pressure. He controls the ball.
No, this guy's good, guys. This is a great signing.
4.5 million, man. Give me a break, bro.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ, he's a bully.
He just fucking goes through them, man, like there's no tomorrow, man. I like it, man. I'm telling you, that's the next Vlahovic in a couple of years,
Bro.
man. If
Why
he
people are
stays
saying
healthy.
next? Why do people say next Vlahovic? Vlahovic is not a made player still.
No, but I mean, you know, like for the point of reference, man. That's
The
because
next
he's still
Sheva.
young too.
He's the next Sheva.
No, I don't think
He's
so.
not. He's
No,
not.
He's not next Sheva, man. There's gonna be only one Sheva, man. That's it.
Nah, you're biased, man.
I'm like I'm not even hiding it, man. I'm just saying
You're
it
like
the way it is, man.
Like Roy
Not
with
even hiding
Italian
it, man.
players, man.
Well, look at this. FK Sloga. That is.
Yeah, the only thing is not scoring goals.
I think it just shows his skills, my man. Like I don't think it shows like I'm sure he scored goals, man. Like I'm almost 100% positive, man. It's impossible he didn't score.
Oh yeah, there is a video. It's in the group chat actually. 12 minutes video, and I saw a lot of goals, man. A lot of goals, like every type of goals.
All right, let's check because this video here did not show. I didn't see any goals here.
Typical Eastern European face, man. Look at that shit, man.
But,
yeah,
man,
if he gains some muscle power, man, this motherfucker is gonna destroy some people, man.
let me see if I find the link, Roy. I can share it with you.
Actually, I'm very happy that we signed this guy now because I wasn't sure who the hell he was, and I didn't have time to like do research today, honestly. So it's nice to see this actually, that you guys like playing some videos.
I just hope Serie A doesn't feel too hard for him in the beginning, you know, because it's a pretty big jump in leagues.
You know, one thing I have to tell you, man, and you know, you're from Eastern Europe, man. You know, and I'm not saying it's something special, but those guys that, you know, look for better life, they will grind it out, man. He will grind it out. If he has the balls, he will grind it out, man.
And there's a lot
He's
of
definitely a
Serbians in
Serie A
Serie A.
player, guys. But he definitely needs to improve on his goals for sure.
Can you imagine he plays for at least another 6 months alongside Zlatan, like even in training? He'll pick up some things from Zlatan, no matter what, man.
Yeah, no, I think they'll teach him. They'll teach him for sure.
Even positioning, the proper way to cover the ball. I'm sure, like Zlatan will give him a couple pointers, man.
Yeah. They have to work on that aspect. And,
especially, I think Zlatan speaks Bosnian, man, and I think Bosnian and Serbian, they're not that far away. They can understand each other, actually.
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if he's not speaking Italian, obviously
They can.
Isn't Kronic also?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kronic is Bosnian too. So Croatian, Rebic. Even though Serbs and Croatians, you know, they had big problem. I mean, all of
I
them.
don't think they care in the professional world.
Like now, I think they passed that. But I mean, they all understand each other. Their language is very, very similar. Very similar.
And the kid is 18, guys. He's born in a period that literally.
He's gonna soak everything in, man.
He just turned 18 in this month.
Oh
exactly.
My God. Oh my God.
All
That's
right.
a beautiful signing, man.
I'm going to change my prediction.
What's prediction, man?
I think he's going to score 2 goals.
Finally, Roy. Finally, join the club, man.
Okay, Roy. I found the video, so you can see all the goals.
He turned 18 3 days ago.
He got a great, present for his. I think this is the video, or you have the link on the private chat if you want to share it, or you want me to share it.
Oh, let me see it.
Actually, I'll share it. I'll share it, mate. I'll share it. No worries.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Would
Yeah,
you guys
okay.
take?
You're sharing it?
Yeah, it's this one.
All right, okay.
Ooh, that was almost a goal. Here is really small. Clearly, he's playing with the grown-ups here in this video. Look at man, the control is good.
Wow. Holy shit. Damn.
Here is probably.
I mean, this is
16,
youth level,
one.
but still.
El Niño.
And control straight away.
So from the youth level, usually you can tell what a player is going to develop into. So if he was scoring a lot in youth level, eventually that's going to translate in the senior level.
That was incredible.
And that was a nice one also. Oh,
He did
celebrating
the
with the
Ronaldo
seal.
thing.
See.
Okay, so that's a good angle.
Pretty good.
He knows his angles.
Pretty good finishing.
Nice.
Wow.
Very high level there. If he can do that at senior level, if he already did that at academy level, I think, yeah, he can eventually do it at senior level. Wow. What a great
Here.
angle.
Damn. It's pretty good finishing. Good passing.
Pass.
He has vision too. He can find the player.
Wow, that's good.
Holy crap.
Thing and goal, man. That's class.
How tall is this kid, man?
190. 190.
192.
Yeah.
Like 6'3" or 6'4".
So he's a little bit smaller than Ibra, but pretty. Well, look at that. No, this guy's pretty big, man.
It's tall.
He's like Leao, but
Boom, boom, boom. No goals. Look at those goals, man. Beautiful goals, man.
The
Boom.
thing is like grown-ups, man.
Laura, you like it looks like internet is slowing down, man.
It's better.
Is it just me that hears Laura like interrupting? Like he's like
Yeah.
breaking up?
Yeah, no, your
he's
son is
breaking
going
up
in
a
and
little
out.
bit.
Okay, I'm not.
Who's this kid in the red? Oh, it's Cervena Zvezda. Okay, so he's gonna pass that ball. Here we go. Bam, bam. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Can you guys imagine? Put yourself in his shoes. 18 years old, playing just
17.
transfer to
Probably.
Milan, man. Holy fuck. Man,
Here,
that's
here.
a dream come true, man.
This video, he's probably 17. 17
Probably,
years
man.
old playing.
I'm so happy that we got another Eastern European bro. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of Serbians coming to Serie A lately,
A lot of Croatsky, a lot of Serbsky, a lot of Bosniaski, man.
doing good. Also,
Yeah,
a
look
lot
at
of
Lord
Albanians, too.
look at Lord Krunic, bro. I mean, who can deny Lord Krunic, the saver?
From Bosnia, it's like only him.
Oh, Nathan, bro.
Bro, you
A
guys are
lot of
still
Croatians.
here.
Of course, my man. We're waiting for you.
I don't think that's the case, but thank you.
Probably not, man. But I just want to make you feel welcome, man.
Well,
How you
what's
doing,
the
man?
topic? Hey, shit, just working, but I'm doing good.
Everybody healthy. Everybody, the whole family is doing good.
Yeah. My brother had COVID for a little bit, but I think he's over it. I think he's over it now. So everything's good. What's the topic?
Oh
What are
man,
we
we're just
looking at
watching
there?
the new kid, man.
Okay, what do y'all think of him, or what do y'all think?
So far, so good. He
Realistically,
looks really good.
Is he? Y'all think he's someone that could be like useful for the season?
For this season?
Yeah, I mean he's gonna be part of the
Yes,
first
but
team.
not. I
It
don't
would
know.
be a miracle. It would be a miracle.
I think a little bit too soon to for him to have the immediate impact, like huge impact. I don't think so.
But he looks like he has potential.
But he looks really good, man. Like he looks like a player that is going to turn out to be a top superstar.
He doesn't. They say he's the new Vlahovic, but his body type does not look like that. He to me, he seems more like a Fernando Torres, but probably not as fast.
Oh, someone else said that too. Yeah.
I was just saying that.
Yeah. So it could be maybe we can utilize him more like how Rebic was, kind of like a false nine, or maybe like a playmaking forward.
Yeah, playmaking forward, and he can use his body a lot.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I like that profile a lot better. It means Pioli can't use him as a target man. So
That is actually perfect for what I'm seeing. Like he can be a playmaker because he's got a great touch of the ball. I mean, look at this.
everything. He has space.
Look at that. There it is. That was there. That's
And
exactly.
he runs. Can you
yeah, he looks pretty. I'm not saying he's like super fast, but he looks mobile.
Yeah, and he does a lot of work. He has got a big work rate. His work rate is really good.
Yeah,
Very aggressive.
kind of like a Lautaro Martinez, maybe a little bit stronger.
Yeah, stronger than Martinez. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taller, way taller.
Yeah. I mean, this could be good. I mean, they just need to give him a chance to
Hey
show what
Nate,
he can do.
you know what? You know what I like, man, about this young kid. He's not even 18, or he just turned 18. He's physically in good shape. We're all predicting how many goals he's gonna score. Until the end of the Serie A. I said 3. Roy first said 0, but then he changed to 2. I'm telling you guys, I have a good feeling about this guy. I'm not saying he's gonna be a starter this season, but if they give him a chance, if they develop him well, no injuries, he's gonna do well, man.
And you know what? You know what? Honestly, if the way our forwards continue to get injured, I'm gonna go with he could even get 5.
Yeah. That's my way of thinking behind it, because I know Zlatan is not gonna play all whatever. How many games do we have left? 14, 15 games left or something like that. He's not gonna play all those games. Giroud, I'm sorry, Giroud is losing his touch. He's 35, but he's not Zlatan, man. I mean, only Zlatan can do this shit, man, at 40. And even though
play every game.
even he lost it this year, So
Yeah. And you know what? He also looks like a good person to play in a 2-forward system.
I think
In a what?
I don't know if you watched. You were not here.
in a
The
2-forward
first video. The first video that we watched of him, now it just shows his goal, but before it shows his skills. This guy can hold on to the ball, man. He's like a point of reference, like a true number 9. What we have right now for the system. So hey, you never know, man. Maybe not right away slot him in and like put all that pressure on the young kid, but give him some time, give him some adjustment, and I think in a couple of months, maybe we can even try it out and see how he does against like maybe smaller team or something.
Yeah.
When is the Copa?
February meant something like 8 or something like that against
Then
Lazio, though.
He needs to play. He needs to play. He needs to play first game right there from the start.
Now, guys, my only concern is that a player this young, when he's on the field with all those nasty players of the Serie A that have done it, a million times already.
Yeah, like Cellini.
Yeah, like a Chiellini, like there's a lot of these players that are like just
Like a Serbi
nasty.
motherfucker. It's another one.
Yeah, but
He's gonna
sometimes
take
you
time
need
for
a-
him to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, but
But
sometimes
you
you
know,
need a
guys-
baptism of fire.
You know,
Sometimes-
guys, one thing we have all to agree: most of the players that came from that region did pretty good in Serie A. They have the grinta, man. They have the balls, man, to fucking like phase away those things, man. You're not gonna scare. You're not gonna scare like those kids that grow up in a war zone, man. Even
Yeah,
though
but
they might
I
be
think
born
when
right
you-
after that.
18 is still very young. Like he just
I know.
turned
I'm not
18.
saying he's gonna slot in like no problem. I'm just saying like give him a time. Maybe do like a substitute here and there. Give him a little bit taste of Serie A for a couple
you have
months,
to-
and then try it out. Maybe like one
You have
full
to-
game or something
Yeah, it
like
has
that.
to be
Maybe like-
gradual. It has
Like
to be
15
gradual.
minutes here and there, like at the end of the game.
Yeah, like 10, 15 minutes to start off, and then we'll see how he does. If he does well, maybe more.
Normally, Roy, I would say that to bleed him in, at a slower rate, kind of like how we've been doing with our younger players. But unfortunately, we don't have that luxury right now. Since he's going to be our third striker, and with Zlatan and Giroud, always missing through various reasons, it's probably better to get him used to it at a more accelerated
Look at that
rate.
finish, guys. Boom. Beautiful.
I mean, listen, if it works out, great, great. But just from a logical standpoint, it's very difficult that he's going to have any major
Look
impact.
at this
this
kid.
season.
He's physically fucking strong, man. He holds off ball really, really good, man. I know it's only like Primavera playing, but still, man. This guy just holds up those kids like there's no tomorrow, man.
Look, if he does more than 2 goals, if he has major impact, I'll be very happy and he'll be great. If he, my let's say guess is that he's going to play games. He's going to get used to it. It's going to take a little bit of time. And then when he's 20, 21, we're going to see what he's really, if he is the next Vlahovic.
Guys, I'm going to predict it like right now.
Go for
And
it.
if my prediction comes true, shit, man, I will be the happiest person. I already mentioned it in the beginning, and Laura says, no, why are you comparing him to like Vlahovic? Because Vlahovic is Serbian. He came to Italy, I think, around the same age. And for 4.5 million, we could have the biggest steal ever, man. If he goes through this guy, damn, man, that would be like the best signing in a long time. But we have to be patient with him. That's all I'm trying to say. We have to be patient with this guy. Because I know Milan fans, man, we're all gonna jump on his back, man, right away. Almost.
Well, I think the majority of the fans understand what type of signing this is. So if he messes up in the beginning, I don't think anyone's really gonna, crucify him as heavily as the established players. But yeah, first Copa match, or once we hit the Copa, that's when he needs to play a game with no consequence.
For me personally, man, I feel like the most important for us is for him not to get any bad injuries. That's all I'm praying about. If he has a mess up, I don't care about that too. Honestly, I don't give a shit about that. But I don't want him to get injured, because what advantage he has over Pellegrini right now at this point is nobody knows. Like, I haven't heard that he's been injured a lot lately, and Pellegrini is older than him. If we have to be fair, but still, like, as long as he doesn't have any big injuries, I think he'll be fine. He will do well.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see. There's a lot of hype around him, so maybe we just need to let him live up to it.
You guys talking about Lazetic?
Yeah, we're still talking about Lazetic, bro.
The thing that impresses me that he plays like a grown-up. His awareness in the pitch is like he's been playing for 10 years professional football. The way he controls the ball, the way he positions his body when the ball is coming, he's ready to go. You know.
I trust Maldini, my man. I trust Maldini.
So-
Maldini would never sign some shit. Like he did make some mistakes in the beginning because didn't have experience in this type of job. But his sixth sense, man, his football knowledge, man, it's just priceless, man. So I know, like they put that, for a player for like that age, that's pretty good money, man. 4.5 million. Was it like 4.5 million or something like that?
5 million. 5 million.
5 million. That's pretty big money, man.
For a teenager, yeah, that's a lot.
That's so. If Milan was willing to pay that, that means that they saw something really. They were like, you know what, we're gonna go for it.
I think he's gonna, if he plays some decent amount, he's gonna do like 5 or 7 goals.
I'm still sticking to 3 goals, guys. Let's start from small things, man. If he does more, hey, I'm not saying, hey, if he does more, I'll be happy to be wrong.
Yeah, because we create a lot of chances, and I feel like he does the right movements. He has the body to handle a bit of physicality in Serie A.
It looks like Zion Train says waste of money. Lorenzo Luca from
Now,
Pisa.
I will say that I wish we got Luca as well. I mean, why not get both of them?
But hey, I trust Maldini's choice. Okay, so I respect Zion Train's opinion, and I don't know who Lorenzo Luca is, so he knows better than me. So I'm not gonna even say anything. But I trust Maldini's, judgment.
Yeah, but Lorenzo Luca is like 21, going for 22 now. So
There's a reason, guys, that we paid freaking 5 million for kid that just turned 18, guys. I mean, let's just think about it. Like, I'm talking to the chat, not to you guys. Like, just think about it. Like, there's a reason why Maldini and Massara and the whole edit is like, we're gonna pay 5 million. We're like finding pennies when it comes down to certain transfers, but we're gonna just go for it for this kid. That means that they see something in him.
anyway, guys, I'm gonna close the live. It was lovely today, and Forza Milan. I'm gonna end the broadcast, but you guys, if you wanna talk, have a chat, chill.
Yeah, we'll probably. I don't know if the guys wanna. I'm up for it if they wanna do it.
So have a good night, guys. Thank you for joining today, and see you next time. Forza Milan.
As
Man,
Joe,
2 weeks
as
without
Joe,
Milan is gonna be tough.
as Joe Diaz say, stay black.
Yeah.